Hello, everyone.
Like, can you imagine being a dude taking you to the room? What the fuck? He like, wait right here, baby. I'll be right back. And then this beat drop, nigga. Like, she don't know what the fuck she in for when this beat drop.
As you can tell, Cortez is on it today. I am out of the game, but today, for the first time, dun 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 dun, Ron and Cortez will be going against each other.
Yes.
All right. Name a game that would be inappropriate at a company party.
Hide and go get it.
No.
Ed.
Nothing? Would you like me to ask this question?
And what's the game with the cups where they bounce the ball in it? A beer pong.
No, when they put their hands and feet around each other.
Twister?
That's kind of
Twister.
fucking.
All right.
Twister was it?
Beer pong was on it, but Twister's top. I mean, it's 3. Beer pong is 5.
So Twister was number 1?
Twister was number 3.
Oh shit.
Also, we gotta keep
y'all can
guessing.
still go for number 1.
This game we playing right now? I don't know.
Come on.
Cards Against Humanity.
No! Classic games that you used to see in the
Merry-go-round.
movies that they used to play at parties. Come
Kickball. Well, not kickball, dodgeball.
on. Okay, both of you are wrong. So, do you...
Pull your cord up. That motherfucker starting to pop. You got the weird one again.
You got the one with the duct tape. No, none of these cords have duct tape. So, what the fuck y'all
That
gonna
ain't
do?
right.
Okay, anyway. So yeah, Twister's number 3, beer pong is number 5.
A game. Inappropriate. Monopoly. Strip poker.
Okay, let me ask that, and let me say it again. Name a game that would be inappropriate at a company party, so at a job party.
Monopoly.
Really?
That's pretty appropriate.
Oh, like, not no card game or anything like that.
They used to play this game all the time.
Just give us a damn thing so we can move on.
This one is
still
hard.
Question number 1.
Spin the bottle.
Spin the bottle.
Oh.
Spin the bottle.
Spin the bottle.
I ain't never played that shit.
Yeah,
We
well,
spent the girl. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Go to question
spin
number
the
2.
girl.
Okay, so tell me something about a boy's appearance that might make his date disapprove of him.
His teeth.
Bad hair. Bad beard. Nappy.
Chest
Dirty.
hair.
Well, it was something about hair, but it's not.
Mustache. No mustache. No eyebrows.
Oh, he bald headed.
bad. Quite the opposite.
He got a lot of hair. Too long.
He got an
of
afro.
hair.
Long hair.
Long hair.
Fuck. All right, you got one.
Okay. Parents shout and yell at football games, but at which of your child's activities or events would it be inappropriate?
Spelling bee.
Chess. Wrestling.
Chess is number 3.
Quiet.
Theater. Theater.
What the hell is a quiet sport? Ballet.
Theater.
Ballet is number 1.
Uh-oh. Real nigga ass. That
Okay.
ballet, nigga.
Fireworks promote weddings, birthdays, and other joyous occasions. But for which life event would be inappropriate to set off fireworks?
Funeral.
Damn.
Number 1.
He said, "Damn."
I was just about to. You fast.
You
It's
guys
fat.
may not know this, but I'm still going to ask the question. Name something a woman's doctor might advise her not to wear.
Thong.
No.
Oh, the body shaper.
No.
Pads.
Piercings.
No.
Tampon.
Thong. Oh, you already said thong.
Boy
I was
shorts.
thinking about thongs.
Bras.
Not
hats.
to wear.
Glasses. Makeup.
Makeup is number 3.
Damn. Weave.
Implants.
No.
Not
Nope.
to wear. High heel shoes.
Number 1.
High heel shoes.
Yeah.
Fuck your feet up. You had
Yeah.
them bad footsies.
Damn.
I heard about that.
Okay, y'all watch sports. Name a word. Let me finish the sentence, please.
Yeah, Cortez.
Name a word that people yell at the TV while watching a football game. Go.
Fuck.
No.
Fuck.
Man.
Shit. Damn. Go.
I just said it.
Huh?
Go.
Go. Is it over yet? Ah, shit.
God damn, Cortez.
Nigga, what do I got to do?
Sorry about that.
All right, next question. What's the score?
3-2 me.
Okay. Name something a customer might name something a customer might do to annoy a waitress. Come on.
Keep
Not leave a
asking
tip.
for water.
Not leave a tip.
Keep
Be
going.
bald. Be
Not
rude.
leave a tip is 2.
I need some more water. Excuse me. Keep bringing her over.
Y'all are so
Complimenting her.
Tell her to send some shit back.
close. Send food back. What are we doing, Cortez?
Cortez, you weak.
All right. Name something people know about spiders.
They're
scary. They
got
bite.
8 legs.
8 legs is number 1.
Thank you.
I asked you guys this question last time. Name something that has bubbles in it.
Bath
Soap.
water.
Soap water. Bath soap. Laundry.
Bubbles.
Soap.
Pop.
Detergent.
Soap is number 4.
Pop soda.
Soda's number 1.
Oh yeah.
What was number 2 and 3?
Champagne.
Don't worry about it. You didn't get them.
Champagne. Dishwashing liquid.
You want to know for future reference.
But you almost had it though. You were this. You were like this close.
Yeah, Cortez, you are back on the shitty cord. I don't know why, but don't lean on it.
I've been getting treated like a kid ever since I arrived at the door.
I thought I replaced that cord. I ain't heard it in months. And this shit, like, I don't take this shit down no more. I've been working so much. Like, this shit been up for like 3 weeks.
Dang.
Like, my girl be like, dude, can you take this out the kitchen? No.
Right.
It's there.
I want to eat in there. No. Let's go in the living room.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
What's up?
And welcome to Urban Absurdity.
What up, y'all? My name is Jussie Smollett.
No, nigga.
Back up in the piece, the bees.
And I'm Monique.
And I'm Steve Harvey. Now,
That nigga do talk with his hands like that. Like, bro.
and when we come back, like, no, Steve.
You just need to put some black tape right.
A thick ass piece of duct tape on your.
Oh man.
I ain't saying nothing this week, man. It's been a whole lot of stuff going on this week, and I don't want to talk about none of it.
You mean like in the world or like in your personal life?
No, my personal life has just been work, so I just been like reaching out to the outside world from Facebook.
Listen, I feel that
Cries
way too.
for help.
Though. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that's happened, but I just don't want to talk about any of this shit.
I mean, if we can make it without it, then we won't use it. Like, you know, but some of this shit just weird though. Like,
we have to break in some of this stuff.
hell yeah. It's like it keeps coming back. It's the same shit, but it's like new chapters keep being written for this shit.
Dun 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 dun.
Like every fucking week. Like,
I wish I could play the piano. I would run over there and be like,
I have to look down like, nah, ain't no keys on this motherfucker. I was about to say I could do a little something.
it'd be a thunderbolt shit. So that's wrong. That's not what we try to do.
To the practice, nigga, before the show started.
I told you to work on the buttons. Didn't I tell you?
Oh my god.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think we should start right with him. We gonna ease into them.
We should start with a lot of great things that are going on. First of all,
Okay.
within our location, we are having good weather. We are in a heat wave, and when I say heat wave, I mean like 40s and 50s.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I had a fucking a light jacket on when I went out today.
Oh, listen! If y'all don't know, we have been dealing with nothing but snow and ice for the longest. So yeah, so
all across the Midwest, I know y'all saw it.
Yeah,
y'all saw it.
It's been bad. Kids been out of school for 3 months.
Just icy roads. That shit kills me. Like, I don't mind snow.
I don't
prefer the shit, but
I don't mind it.
yeah. I mean, because, you know, once it stops snowing, they're going to come out there. Or even if they don't, you know what I mean, the trucks don't immediately come out. Eventually it's slow, like, from the traffic.
Right.
You know what I mean? It'll be, like, next to nothing. But
Yeah.
this ice, you can't control it.
Ice be like, oh.
I don't like the unpredictability of driving.
You don't like not being in control.
Yeah. It's like this is something you do every day, but no, today you scared as fuck. Like you might die today.
Ice telling y'all like, nah, hold up. Watch out, I got this.
Yeah, I mean, ain't that weird? Like you do this every day, no problems. Like, yeah, you worried about like a you know what I mean, a messed up driver, a drunk driver, like somebody ramming into you.
That's
Everybody
true.
thinks that every once in a while.
That's true.
But it's like, yo, let's say you got a 45-minute commute to work. Like, you scared as fuck all the way there. Like, I don't want to feel like that.
That's true. That is, well, I mean.
Am I about to lose control? Oh, shit.
Well, hopefully. This will be over for us for a couple of months.
Yeah, but it'll be back. We got to get the hell out of here.
Because anything can happen in the summer.
Yeah.
If y'all don't believe in global warming, man, I don't know. Last year and this year should have been the wake up. It should have been something's going on here. Something's wrong.
It definitely woke me up. Like, I always hear people say, and the craziest thing about it, I've been hearing it for like the last fucking 5 or 6 years. Like, people say, oh, we're going to have a bad winter. So I guess they just said that shit till they got it right. Because this year they were definitely right.
I'm one of those people.
What makes people say that? Like, how could you judge from the summer that you have a bad winter?
I'm going to tell you how you can tell, right? And I always could tell. And I'm one of those people that be like, oh, no, the winter ain't going to be bad this year. And I knew why.
Nigga eating ice cream. The winter going to be cold.
Because
it
depends on how hot the summer is.
I've heard that.
When it's really, really hot, you going to get some really, 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 really bad winters. But when it's cool, you know that it be them years where it be like hitting 90, but not really going into the hundreds. It may be 93, 94. You like, okay. And here in Kansas, that's good.
Yeah.
But when that shit is 103 and 107, you kind of not want to go outside.
You don't want to go outside. Be like, can I get a wind chill or something with this shit?
Well, I don't know.
Damn.
Because the last 2 summers that we had have been super hot.
Yeah.
But the winters were not. This is the longest winter that we've had.
They've been building his ass up. That's what happened.
True.
Been building up.
I don't know. I listen to my mom.
The world is spinning slower now. That's why.
I listen to my mom. My mom, these last 2, she's always said, no, it's not going to be that bad. It's not going to be bad. This winter, she was like, oh, yeah. In October, she was like, we going to get it. I was like, no, it's going we done had some cool. She was like, bet.
Yep.
My damn knuckle been acting up. This winter going to be off.
Bet.
Right.
Okay. And then here we are.
Came on my knuckle.
And here we are.
She said about late December, January.
Listen,
oh, yeah.
Y'all
in for a rude awakening.
That's when my power was out for 5 days.
She gonna say,
she told me.
She gonna say, told y'all to come over here to the dungeon. Come over here to the shed. Y'all don't listen.
She told me. So she say it's a tornado popping off. Because you know we in Kansas and we say, oh, tornadoes. We still sit up in the front room watching TV.
Yeah,
this time I'm going downstairs.
Right.
I'll tell you some messed up shit about tornadoes. Like, I know y'all all remember, I think it was about, time go by so fast. It might have been 6 or 7 years when it was like, maybe like, 100 miles away, something like that?
I know which one you're talking about.
And all them people died, like whole cities were wiped out by tornadoes.
I think this was like 13, 14, something like that.
Yeah, somewhere around in there. I can remember, like, right after that, and I always consider myself, not to be no old tough ass nigga, but like, you know what I mean, a lot of shit don't scare me.
That was a little
yeah, a little bit after that.
It hit home.
I can remember I had my sisters with me, and we went and met my mom. She was somewhere getting her car looked at. And like we standing outside, like the car is like halfway in, halfway out of the garage. We pulled in behind. So like we just talking, like, you know what I mean, we just talking. And the tornado siren went off. And it was like right after, like maybe a week or 2 after that shit. And bro, I'm talking about I was paralyzed with fear. Like it took me a long time to get over the fact that I'm thinking that a tornado was just gonna fucking wipe my ass out next.
So you had to go. So after the therapy session, I just don't know what.
I didn't go to therapy, but like some mornings I'm laying here in the damn bed and I can hear it. Like it'll wake me up out of my sleep. I don't know where that motherfucker is, or if they got like multiple ones where you can hear them evenly around the city.
Yeah, they got to.
But like I hear that motherfucker, and I'm like, oh shit, like
right.
Yeah, I'm still not over it.
Yeah, right? So obviously we all need to, instead of us just going out looking out the window, because we don't technically go outside, but we go to the front door and look like, yeah, it look like it's coming. Like,
I was about to say, what do you do personally when you hear that siren? Because I don't even get up out the bed.
Well,
I just lay there.
Now, because on Wednesdays it goes
on Wednesdays
off,
it goes off every
around
month.
noon.
Yeah,
every
month.
Wednesday.
That might be the motherfucker I'm hearing this. See, I didn't know that. Why don't you know what? They should tell everybody that.
Well,
you know what I mean? Make sure everybody knows.
If you tune in to Channel 5, it'll tell you. It give out the
This nigga Rod, I'm gonna crack this joke, right? It's gonna be so fucking true. This nigga Rod said he don't get none of his information from social media, but he get his shit outside of social media. Nigga, that information been around way before social media. Where is you getting your information from, man?
I mean, but shit. Tornado siren information? I mean, that's
Yes,
just not
bro,
something I ran across.
It's kind of
testing
like
the
when they
tornado
test
one.
it to make sure that it's once
What if they don't test it,
month
brother?
on Wednesdays at noon.
So that's where y'all found. So how'd you find
they
out
have
though?
to- they
Just
have
watching
to
the
send it
news?
out.
No, I think I found out watching like the news like in the morning with my mom.
My grandmother told us when she used to watch the news.
And then they told us, I think it was like
Well, I didn't know. Shit,
Yeah, it's
I've been
like
nervous ever since.
like it's like some day of the month where you can burn wood.
It's Saturday. It's
I know about that
Saturdays.
because I be having wood and shit out there. It need to be
Yeah, I
burned.
think it's like the last week of the month on a Saturday, but I'm not sure if that's what it is, or if you want to. On any other day, you got to get a approval from your local fire.
I'm about to say out here we got to call
Yeah, you
and get a burn notice.
but there should be, even in Wyandotte, there should be a time when you can do it without that. But if you want to do it any other time, that's when you need that's when you need to let the fire department to get a license to say, hey, I'm burning on this day.
I'm just.
Cool to know.
Look at this, look at all this information.
I said it's cool to know.
So if we
Did you know that at the lake it got fishing times?
I did not know that.
Yeah, so you only can fish on certain times of the year, and I think the time of the year to start fishing again is coming up.
Oh,
I thought you
I
could
never
fish
knew
whenever
that.
you wanted to. I thought it was just like a free lake.
You was out there to mess up.
You can't fish all the time. Of the
I'm about to say, so what happened if they catch you out there fishing?
You
you get that fishing license taken, and then you know how them motherfuckers be, the patrols, the fish
And
patrols.
Wyandotte County,
Yeah.
they be out
You
there.
crazy out your mind. They'll pull you right on up. Whoop, whoop. Where's your fishing license at? Y'all took it last time. We taking this goddamn boat this time.
They will. Do you remember when you used to
Wow.
be able to feed the geese? Like your parents used to. I know my mom did. She used to go to the bread house, get the old
Right.
bread. We used to go down there and feed the geese.
Yeah.
Well, now you
That's
can't.
crazy how we both,
Yeah.
everybody lived that same
You
life.
do.
Right?
You do. You do.
I
My
never
mom
lived that
went
life.
to the bread
Bread
store.
store, got the
we
bread.
got the bread.
They gave you a bag for like $1 or something like
Yeah.
that. And
Went
you had
down-
a pack.
yeah.
You went down to Wyandotte County like
You know
you
what?
fed
This
the
show
geese.
is starting to explain everything.
But now you can't.
Everything's all coming together.
But now you can't feed them since they're considered wildlife. You can't feed them bread. Like if they see you feeding them, you'll get a fine for it. Like
I don't think birds really fuck with that bread like that no more.
I know the ones in
Now the reason I say that is because like say like in the summertime, you know, I'll be having barbecues and shit. Like I'll always have hella extra bread. You know how you try to get like you got buns and then you got bread.
yeah.
Like I ain't gonna. You know, I be trying to rely on the power of suggestion. I put the bread like closer to the kids' height. Like hopefully they get all that shit. But they go right over, so I be throwing away bread. I'm like, I ain't gonna put it in the trash. I'm like birds are eating. So I put it out in the driveway. I come back to the crib. It's still a big lump of bread out there. Like this shit is fresh bread. The birds don't want it. They not fucking with it no more.
They don't eat it like, well, I know geese don't. They don't. Because when I was out there's a pond by my job. So when I go walk the pond, it was like this white couple was out there feeding the birds. And they were throwing bread out there, and the geese was looking at like, don't touch that motherfucking bird.
The funniest,
I don't get it.
The funniest shit was to ride through that bread out there. Like, he just knew these motherfuckers were eating food. Like,
I just knew it was gonna be gone.
Like, here, bitch, some free bread, because I know you guys just go get nothing else. They looking at this nigga like, nigga, we ain't no bread no more. Nigga, we way past bread.
Dude, they ain't been on bread for a
They
while.
like, we saw your motherfucking ass barbecue. Why you didn't throw a couple of them ribs out here?
Hey, I swear to God, it had to be what they were thinking because they don't fuck with that bread.
They said, nigga, over at Gates, nigga, they treat us better than this bread shit.
At least rub a little sauce on that shit, nigga.
Look at this shit.
The nigga Ryan said, okay, but he said, my hypothesis, what's wrong?
They hold that shit up. Talking about, look at this shit, Ron. Look at this white ass bread, Ron. You didn't put no sauce on it?
They didn't even fuck with it. That shit was untouched.
They throwing Gates barbecue sauce across that shit. Eat this shit, Rod. You eat this bullshit.
They throwing the shit at his windows.
I know they didn't fuck with it. That shit stayed out there.
Old stingy ass nigga.
Oh shit!
You should have threw a couple of pieces of that meat out.
I thought they fucked with the bread though.
They
Like that's like it gotta be.
Well, if we saying that we fed them bread and we're how old, they probably been on the bread for a long time.
That was my grandmama now. I ain't never ate no damn bread.
They got the pear tree outside. You think they fucking with the bread with the pear? Come on, man. Come on.
There do be holes in my motherfucking
They up in
pears.
that bitch.
Yeah, I don't think they with the bread no
They're
more.
like, y'all want some juice? Give me 1 second.
It's dry ass bread, bro.
Well, they should have put something on the damn bread.
Say it ain't rain today. You just dry ass shit.
You got ants on my shit. Nigga, I don't like ants on my
I didn't
bread.
know I moved to a damn area with boozy birds. I just did not know.
No, the birds are okay. Just think about us. So, I guess animals may live the same life. Like our grandparents and our parents
they
did
don't.
things. See, listen, they did things that we don't do now, right?
Sorry.
We be like, no, I ain't doing that shit. Right. So maybe the birds like, nigga, my grandma used to eat this bread. I ain't with the bread. We eat meat now. So
it gotta be something like that. They have evolved.
They've evolved. They're not with the, you ain't just gonna throw them out
We ain't
the
vegetarians no more, nigga.
bread.
Put something, nigga, wrap that shit up or something.
See you with that meat, talk about something.
I'm gonna think about them more. I'm thinking about them a little more this summer.
Do the test. Just put some out with the piece of bread.
They not fuck with that.
No, put the meat out. If you see the meat gone, but the bread is still there, you know what time it is. The only problem with that is you don't put no more meat out, they gonna fuck your ass up while you walking out.
Exactly. Once you get them used to something, you can't just wean them off of it.
Right.
Hey, we gotta go into one. We're gonna start with one. The reason I gotta go into this was because, like, I'm not gonna go back on my word. I think the nigga made up some shit and was lying. But now, I won't go as far as to say that I feel bad for the nigga, but I think the justice system is going a little bit overboard now.
Are they?
How the fuck do you charge Smollett with 16 felony counts? Like, I know niggas that they been picked up in the car with me should have did 20 years because of the shit they had on them. and they probably only got a couple of counts. All right, he made up a story. Well, I'm going to say allegedly because I don't know. I wasn't there. It just sounded like it. But the grand jury indicted him yesterday. 16 felony counts. A lot of them include filing false report, things of that nature. And he faces up to 48 years in jail, 3 years on each count. Like, okay, it was hilarious for a few minutes, but now it's like, okay, if y'all lock this man up for years upon years, even if he gets, let's say he gets convicted of 1 and gets 3 years, now you got to start thinking about how many people have been locked up. Lately, politicians, even members of Donald Trump's fucking team, facing charges that could get their ass locked up for like 20, 30 years, and they getting like 36 months. So just you look at it like on both ends of the spectrum, this is fucking trash. Like I did not think all of this was going to come out of it.
I just thought it was going to be something as simple as, nigga, you lied. Like, this is going to ruin your career. Mm-hmm. But that's probably it. Now this nigga's going to jail for lying? But you know why? Because he called out the wrong people. He called out the wrong fucking people. Like,
who did he call out? The
the
MAGA people.
Trump, yeah,
Maza, whoever the fuck they said.
And just because they don't wear the hat, or you don't see it with them on, doesn't mean the motherfuckers ain't there. Mm-hmm. So when they try to bury your motherfucker for trying to go against the Ku Klux Klan, what do you think gonna happen? They gonna try to hang the motherfucker, bro, over something that's petty as this.
So
that's why
I was about to try to process what you just said.
Like some of the shit, you look at and you laugh at and you joking, and then when that shit really hits you, like, damn, like they gonna do this nigga like that? Then you start to really like look up, like, damn, hold up, bro, like that's family. Like, I understand he fucked up, but he ain't do all what you said he did.
Yeah, exactly.
We gonna handle this at home. We didn't need y'all help. Like, nigga, false report. Okay, cool. We go right to the crib. We'll handle that there. But then when you try to say, oh, we giving you 16 felonies?
16 felonies.
You fucking kidding me? My son didn't do all that 16 felonies.
That nigga up there with T.I. But
Like,
Go
what
ahead.
are you doing?
I agree with you. I listen. I knew it was gonna be bad. The reason why I knew it was gonna be bad because it's not that he lied; it's who he lied on. Let's just be honest. Let's not be oblivious to the fact that this happens to us and that we get more time. We do the same type of crimes. We get more time. They don't charge people who make false police calls, and they don't charge them with anything. They let them go. We just get videos showing that the shit was wrong, but that's it. But nothing ever happens. But once we do it, and I'm not trying to say what he did was right, because it was very wrong. Period. It was wrong.
Yeah.
But it's just the time that is handed down to us is never the time that is handed down to others. And just because you made a little money does not exempt you from that fact. You are still black. You're mixed, but at the end of the day, you still black. You lied on these people who basically hold our government. What do you think is gonna happen? Like, I think if he would have lied and just said somebody jumped him, even if he would have just said black people jumped him, I'm telling you, he wouldn't have got this much time. Like not that he's getting the time, but the charges would be very minimal opposed to now.
Right.
Man.
It makes the difference. It makes the difference. Like, we don't see phone calls that are being made. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's always an inside to inside to inside. And then who started this? Trump started this. So when you say, well, that's who attacked me or that's who did this and that's who, of course they're gonna try to make an example out of you. They're gonna try to do that. I'm telling you, if he would have said a bunch of black dudes jumped me, I don't feel safe.
Right.
They would have found that he was lying.
Mm-hmm.
They would have called him a liar. Shame, shame, shame on you. Mm-hmm. They probably would have gave him some regular ass, you fucked up charges, but you should be embarrassed. And that would be it. That would be it.
Hit him with the regular shit.
Give him them two lower ones right there, because he don't need to. But yeah.
And the reason, like, I was telling people, and I agree with what you said, I think, like, and they were talking about laws about that shit after you kept seeing incidents where people calling police on black people. Like, it should be some type of, well, they said misdemeanor charge. They couldn't get into a felony for some reason. Like, at that time when they were talking about it. But one of the things that took it over the top was just because most people just hearing the story and not reading all into it, it was more elaborate than just the fight with just the so-called attack. He was like using the mailing system and all that type of shit. And I get that part, but it's like still 16 felony counts. It's like, okay, I can't, and I'm not a lawyer or anything, but I'm like, how do you get 16 counts out of that? All right, he staged an attack. That should be one. I guess he sent himself fake hate mail or something like that. That's two. It's like they'll try to put like 4 or 5 on each count. Like, okay, we're going to put this and that and that. It's like, dude, y'all piling way too much shit on. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't get all of that.
And then once they automatically, now I will say this, supposedly, like I said, people can get charged. That doesn't mean that they'll actually get that time just because they got charged. But once you find out that it was planned, it's like totally different than just, you know what I mean? Like, and then the time of how long you planned it also counts. Mm-hmm. Like, you took all this time to come up with, I mean, they'll charge you for any little thing. That's what I'm saying about us not knowing the law. I don't think any of us know the law like as much as we should by being black. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if not, we'll be like, okay, you know, I get a lawyer. But for us being black, it's like you have to know these things because as a lawyer once told me, there's a law inside a law inside a law. So when you hear somebody say, oh, well, they can't do this to you because of this. 9 times out of 10, they can if they do this. So these are things that we like, damn, I didn't know that. Look, there's a lot of black men, women that are locked up over things that they didn't even fucking know. Like things that they didn't know. And if they knew a little bit more, knew about the law more, knew to do this. People do things as kids, as teenagers, and don't get their records expunged. Yeah. And by not getting your record expunged, that time that you did then is going to add a grade onto what you do now. Yeah. When if you just got expunged, like, hey, I did this when I was young, I fucked up, I got expunged, or your parents get expunged, your time wouldn't even be as bad as it would be if you would have did that. So there's a lot of things that we just don't know that they fucking do. And if they want to, they can do that too. That shit is not fair. It's not. Even if we do wrong, I never say, pull the race card, because if you fucking wrong, you fucking wrong. It is what it is. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying the time and the punishment should match Period.
Yeah.
At the same time, there should be no difference.
And the crazy thing about it, too, is our people, man, we will learn the shit out some law once they lock our ass up.
Yeah, while we in there.
We get in there and get ourselves out. But goddamn, we got to learn that shit before anything happens because more than likely something going to happen.
I have a right to appeal. Nigga, when you learn that word?
Boy, you call a motherfucker in jail, been there for 2 or 3 years, that motherfucker start breaking down law. So what's going on with your situation? You start breaking down your case. Like, nigga, you should have did this shit before you went in there. You knew what kind of life you was living. You was going to need that shit.
You knew you was going to need
See, what you need to do, brother, is need to hire this attorney because what you about to get yourself into.
No. You filed the wrong forms. What you need.
But I think it's also because we don't think
Who the
about
judge
things.
again? Oh,
And then who's the judge?
Okay, you going to have a tough time. Let me tell you what you did.
We don't think about things till after the fact. How many times have you got a good check?
we got to get you out of that courtroom and into Mr. Barnett's.
Let me see what I can do. Let me call you back. I'm about to eat lunch real quick.
But you know what? It's not just about law too. It's about money. How many times have you got a good check and you just like, shit, hey, I could do this and I could do that, and then after you spent it, you like, damn, I should have did this, and I should have did that.
That hindsight is 2020
You
like
know
a
what I mean?
motherfucker.
So I think that's for anything. Sometimes we just got to do a little bit more thinking than anything, or get a family lawyer. I listed WGN. Is it GON? You know, it's Chicago. It's the black on radio
said
station.
GON, WGN.
WGN. Okay.
Wait a minute, radio station, TV station is W.
It's a radio station.
They got a WGN radio station?
Let me see. They got a radio station because I listen to it all the time, so I should automatically know. But
I didn't know.
They had a lawyer, and the lawyer said that if you have parents who have black children, especially black sons, should it
WGCI?
No, I'll find it.
My bad.
But they're like parents who have black kids, especially black sons, should have a family legal lawyer. Period. Mm-hmm. And it's sad that you have to think that way. So he's like, but I tell people all the time, you have to have somebody that you can trust. And when things happen, it's better to have a lawyer that knows the ins and outs of the family too. So that way they can defend you better opposed to not. Mm-hmm. So shit, they had me signing up for shit to get it. And I did, especially with my job. I did. Like, it is.
Hey, that was one of the things I've been thinking. I've been talking to people at work. I got like a few coworkers that are young with kids. And we just be talking about, like we was talking about a lot of the things that Killer Mike was talking about when it came to like public schools and private schools.
Yeah.
And although I felt what Killer Mike was saying about sending his kids to public school, you remember when Envy made the point that my daughter is learning this type of things in private school, like how to be a billionaire, things like that. I always thought, then I started thinking, like we started talking about, okay, more black celebrities need to start investing in private schools for black kids. Not being racist, but look, we need our own schools.
We do.
Like we need to learn, like one of the classes that would definitely be in a private school for black kids. God damn it, Cortez, lay that goddamn cord alone. What are you doing, bro?
I didn't do anything.
The cord is out of the microphone. Something happened.
Dude, I promise you I didn't do anything. Now, do you got ghosts? Because that was really freakish. You got a freaky ghost?
Yeah, it just ended up in your hand. That is not a ghost. That was your ass. You can't use the things
Yo,
you use
the
on your
ghost
mama.
threw it in my hand and
That's
jet.
what she said.
Ryan, know he got fucking ghosts in here. And you knew if he would have turned around this way, you knew you would have seen him.
I don't have any fucking ghosts, but on this serious topic, though. Black kids need things instilled in them at a young age. One of the things is finances. One of the things is law. Like, we need our kids need to be taught how to interact with the police. Our kids need to know what's lawful and unlawful for police to say to you or ask you or certain ways to conduct yourself. Yeah. Those type of things are, and I don't know why they're being done. People say don't be conspiracy theorists, but I really think, like, you cannot tell me that every black person gets a ton of money and just doesn't care about their people.
Right.
It's hard for me to believe that. Because there's enough money to fucking make some serious changes in this motherfucker.
I think there are a lot of people who do make changes, but we just hear little about them. Like, listen, we just hear little about the changes. Because media, whether it be Instagram, social media, or just regular media, they put more into the glamorous stuff or the fights or look what they doing. They don't put into it like, look, they're out here helping people. Like I seen that Jaden Smith had created the water.
Yeah, for Flint.
Like to put them in different places.
Yeah.
And it's like, I didn't hear that anywhere other than like his mom's page. And then they start putting it on social media, of course. But why are they not talking about this? Why is this not on TV? Why are they not talking about these other things? But I'm pretty sure if another black man shot another one, they put it on TV. Like, why are you, but you're not going to put this though. There are people who do help and who do great things, but they just don't get as much exposure as the people who are just out here spending money and just saying, hey, Floyd is on TV all the time. And that's great. Do your thing.
Fuck Floyd.
But do your thing. But why are you not talking about TMZ? Why are you not talking about this shit? Like, and I'm not trying to say that that's not what you do, but it's your own thing. It's your own, hey, it's your own show. But I'm just saying, when you put certain shit out there, it makes it look like there are other black people who are not doing anything or trying to get change, and they are. I believe in what Killer Mike said. He didn't just say, like, put your kids back in public school, but it's like a catch-22. We talk about how bad public school is because we take our kids out and put them somewhere else instead of you saying, I need change in this school for my kid.
But your kid only got 4 years. How soon the change gonna happen for her?
But it's not to say, and this is the problem too, as black people. We expect that change is supposed to happen for us. Like when black people stood up for us, when they got bit and got beat, change didn't happen for them. It happened for us. You can't always just think that it's supposed to happen for you and you're supposed to get it. It's like having kids and say, I would really want to be wealthy or rich, but I know if I can't be rich right now, I at least want to be in the progress and do certain things so that my kids can feel that. Exactly. Or my grandkids can feel that. It's not just about you, me, this is what I need. It's about nothing is going to change if no one says something. If I continue to take something away and say...
Well, then let me ask you this, though.
What?
Because we're both parents, right? So your son, 9th grade year, he's on his way to this high school, right?
Okay.
You find out the high school that is down the street that he also could go to is this is back in the day too. It's segregated, right? But this one is about to be desegregated. Is that the right word?
Yeah. Okay.
So you're like, okay, I'm going to send my son not to the all black school, but this mixed school over here, and that's where he's going to get his education from. First batch up, first black kids going to that school. Would you be okay with that? Would that be your decision?
To take him out of this all black school to put him here?
Yeah. In a mixed school. First black kids ever. No other kids been into a mixed school before. They the first ones breaking the barrier.
And the time is...
I was in a mixed school.
Yeah, I'm questioning. So the time is... the time is right now, right?
No. The time is back then.
Back then?
Yeah.
Would I put him there?
Yeah. I'm saying you got the all black school. They just opened it up. This mixed school. Some of the black kids.
I get what you're saying. Would I be one of the parents who integrated their kids?
Yeah.
I would.
So you're gonna do the first 4. You're gonna let your kid do the first 4 years
at that school?
Oh, you.
I would.
Sick.
I would. You know what? The difference is between like what I notice about a lot of black people, and it whatever we don't want to say, but we do. Black people want to benefit, but they don't want to do the work. You want to benefit, you don't want to do the work. It's fucked up. Is it fucked up? That's like asking me what I would have said at the table. I would have said at the table, and it's easier to say that you would do that and not do it. There's some people say, I wouldn't have did that. And I respect your opinion. That's cool. But if I sit up here, I cannot sit up here and talk about change. People cannot sit and give advice and not do the fucking work. Who are you to do that? You can't, because it's easier to talk about doing something than actually fucking doing it.
It seems like you don't want to put your kids in doing the work, though. Well, that's where the fear comes from for me.
And it is. And I'm not saying that I would not be scared for my child. I'm not saying that every day you would have to go and you would have to be
But I don't really
bullied.
think you asked the question right. These two schools, one black and one white, or mixed, is what you said. Like, what can you compare about the two schools? Is this a better educational school?
No.
I think what he's talking about, like back in the day.
Like the public school.
Like back in the day when they integrated their kids. And like
Mm-hmm.
certain people got to be integrated. Like if you had a kid or nieces and nephews or whatever, would you say, okay, since they're letting people in.
To this white school.
To this white school,
yeah.
Would I let my kids integrate into this school? Or would I keep them at this all black school where they've already been.
Right.
So to say not that it's better, but just to say this has changed, like what they did back in the day, like this has changed. In order for us to change, someone has to do it. They're telling you that these kids in this neighborhood can now go to this school. And they're going to have to deal with all the bullshit, all the pressure.
But that's why I asked that question. Like, if I was a parent back in those days when, what was that? I can't remember her damn name. It was like Brown or something like that. Or anyway. But, all right, back in the day, I'm a parent in those times. If my kid is going to a good school and this school over here, like it being a white school ain't going to be the only reason I send my kid there. Like, how was it better? Like,
we were talking about change.
I understand that.
But a lot of them did get. They stated that they got better education. They had to deal with the harshness of.
It was better education at a white school back then. But today, like, would you do that now?
I think he's talking about back then.
Okay,
I was being dramatic.
Then of course, there's
dramatic.
Yeah, there's no way in hell you wouldn't. It's a better education. But I'm just thinking like two similar schools. If they're both academically the same, then would I just send them to white school? Hell no. But yeah, for better education, I think anybody would.
Yeah, but
it's always gonna be scary for that first person though.
But that's what I'm saying. The first person.
It's always gonna be scary for them because you just
wonder. Would you risk your kid to be the first person though?
Would you risk yourself being the first person? Is the question.
Hell yeah, because y'all could have all been smoked back then.
Right.
You know what I mean? That makes sure she can make it to school.
I'm saying,
my change will have to be a different way.
So what I'm asking, and it's cool to say that. So your change would be, I'll let my kid get into this when the smoke clears.
Yeah.
And that's
my change would be, maybe I'm over organization for the school. I'm not the one that's taking the first leap, you know. Mm. Like I'm like the principal or something.
But back then, you know what? And it's gonna tie into what we were just talking about 5 minutes ago. Somebody had to be the first because it needed to happen.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the scary.
It's gonna be scary if that's the first time it ever happened. Yeah. Because you've seen what happens to your people. Yeah. So you're gonna be scared as a motherfucker. But yes, that did need to happen.
What was he talking about?
And we talking about what Killer Mike said. Basically, Killer Mike was like, put your kids in, like taking your kids out of a public school and putting them in a white-based school, all-white school, whatever. Mm-hmm. He wouldn't do that.
Right. I remember something.
But I think what he was saying too, these people need to get together to get their own school. Mm-hmm. As far as black people, just like you said, as far as black people creating their own school. Mm-hmm. And I agree with that. And I agree with the point of saying too, like when I hear parents say, well, I took my kids out of Wyandotte County, I put them in Johnson County. But what are you teaching them at home though? Is my question. Because you can't just depend on this school to do all this teaching and all this learning. And not only that, how is this school going to get better if they don't have parents who are like, no, this is fucked up, this shit needs to change. Yeah. Like, I'm sending my kid here, you need to change what you're doing. And even if as a parent I have to get involved and do whatever, I will. Mm-hmm. But I want this school to do good. So, I mean,
sometimes it's easier to take your kid out from the hood into the suburbs because not only does it make your kid smarter, in some cases, it also makes you smarter as a parent as well. Like my daughter, not that she's dumb or anything like that. She goes to a school in KCK in Wyandotte County, which Wyandotte County is not trash, but we know the system needs to be, updated or whatever. Right? She never has homework ever. Like she never has homework. Right? My son that goes to Johnson County School always has fucking homework, and he's responsible for his homework. Right? So not only is the teachers teaching them shit that's in school, but they're making sure they learn it outside of school, and they're making sure they documenting what they learning outside of school as well. And that made us smarter because now we got to make sure he's documenting everything.
So I have a rebuttal to that. Uh-huh. My niece goes, and she's my niece, not my daughter. My niece goes to Raytown, and every time I came home, she's a freshman. She's like, I don't have homework. That's odd. Why don't you have homework? Because they don't give us homework. And at a parent-teacher conference, I said, I don't know what y'all do, and it's whatever. This is your class, but she needs some homework. Right. They started giving her homework. Mm-hmm. Listen, here's the thing. You
got to do more.
You do. You cannot just sit up here and say, nothing is going to happen if they feel like they have parents who do not give a fuck. Right. If I send my kid somewhere and you okay with it, you're not saying anything against it, that's what the fuck you're going to get. I'm pretty sure these white parents come in and say, hey, They need to learn more. Or because you got a lot of moms, and I will say so, it is what it is. You got a lot of moms who are stay-at-home moms. You have that time. So you have a lot of parents who are like, hey, they need to do this or they need to be here. If you are not a parent that is like, I need to see this, I need to do this, and you get more parents who end up doing the same thing, you will get fucking change.
Let me ask y'all both this question. Would y'all ever consider, let's say if y'all were in a financial situation to where you didn't have to work, would you ever consider homeschool?
Do I get to have someone come in and help, or am I the one that's doing the teaching?
Either way. Yeah. You got somebody, you can afford to have somebody come in and help. Like financially, you don't have to worry about working. You got all the time in the world. You can hire somebody to come in. Just teach your kid.
Hell no.
All right. Well, I'm glad we got two different point of views because I want to hear them both.
No, I'm still.
Me, my
point. I still want to hear y'all.
Like if I'm at home, like I want my kids to experience social life,
yeah,
not just to be crimped up at home all day and not experience that, because that makes you who you are when you grow up. You know
but if you don't have to worry about going to work or anything like that, they can experience social life, shit, whatever way you want with kids. It doesn't have to be in a school setting.
I'm saying like for the I don't know how rich these people are that you're speaking of.
You don't have to worry about money.
All right. Me personally, people, like if you meet like real stuck up people, you can tell like they don't have good people skills. And one of the good people skills is high school, man. Growing up from middle school to high school, some people got picked on, some people didn't. Some people got the hot girl, some people didn't. That shit all plays with your mental and makes you who you want to be. If you never experienced this shit, how can you know who you want to be? Like, do I want to be the jock? Do I want to be the nerd? Is this who I am? Like, I want to see other things. Like, I can't just sit at home and listen to classical music
honestly,
all day.
you have to throw this in, too. Like, a lot of those interactions with school, be it high school or elementary or whatever, like, a lot of that affected a lot of people in this world negatively.
Negatively, it did.
So what would you do? I'm asking you this question.
I don't know. I'm just throwing it up there because I think it's all something that needs to be talked about. I think you should do the best for like what you feel for your kids, basically. I don't think there's a wrong or right answer.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. The only reason why I said that is because I can tell the difference. Like my best friend, her son doesn't go to school at all. Like, but she teaches him. He's really smart, but he doesn't go to school. Whereas Kai's been going to daycare since he was 4 months, and then school and all that other type of stuff, right? So I noticed Kai is more outgoing. Like when it comes to people, he's not like. And not to say that people won't, even people who go to school won't be kind of shy or timid.
That was the thing I was going to throw out there.
But a lot more, if you, like, because about my kid, then I look up stuff. But a lot more, you'll see that certain kids who are in a school setting are more, even if they're shy and timid, they're more still open, like, to understand things or to know when something is wrong or to just because they are picking all these things up from other people. As far as saying like people who still learn negative stuff, that's when your parenting comes in. That's when the character of your kid comes in too, because they're going to develop their own character of who they are. Yeah. You can only teach them if they say, "Hey, well, I saw this," and this is where communication is big to me. I don't think that we communicate with our kids as much. I think we tell our kids what to do. I think we are like, this is what you're supposed to do and this is how you're supposed to feel and da-da-da-da-da. As a man, you should do this, or as a woman, you should do this. I don't think we communicate with our kids enough to say, seriously, like, how do you feel? Because we like, you a kid. Like, you should be cool. You feed, you getting fed, you doing this, you doing this. I think we should care about our kids. Kai had a bad day at school. I was like, hey, let's roll up to Chuck E. Cheese. You had a bad day. Mama had bad days too, and I take a drink or, hit a little cool spot. You can't do that. So since you had a tough day, he was like, it's a long day. I'm like, okay, well, let's go. Look, release your mind. Go ahead and throw some. It was only $20. I'm like, go ahead and throw some coins in the machine. After that, he was cool. Next day, he had a good day. I mean, we have to understand our kids have bad days too, and they have feelings, and they have. We should.
I would hope parents would understand that. The reason I asked this question though is because a lot of people, because I've asked this question before. Like I work long hours with people, and like we fucking, like I see them more than anybody. We always talk about things like this. Like as far as like interaction with people, like I don't think that just school, because like you could live in a neighborhood full of kids and have more interaction than actually people who go to school. Like some people are more comfortable with people that they grow up around than people that they go to school with. They might not like them. People are from different. It's all types of variables, and like I said, you do what's best for your kid.
Yeah, you getting out there, you going because you spend a lot of your time at school. Like you spend more time on the weekday.
Yeah, that's because that's the system.
But
you
that's
have
what
to.
I'm saying. On the weekday,
but
you spend
I was asking if you had the chance to break it, would you take the chance?
No, I still let him learn around other people. But if I had the money, I would still let him learn around other people. But I would also have someone come in to tutor because I think that's some bomb shit to have someone.
Fuck yes.
To come in and just be like, okay, well,
because then you could build your kid.
Yeah.
You're building a kid now. Like you could build a super fucking kid.
Yeah, like, or you can just say like whatever you have problems in whatever area, because we're all good at certain areas, and certain areas we like, I'm not really great at that.
Yeah.
So to have somebody come in and be like, well, let me help you, or let me show you how to do this, or and to make things fun. Fuck yeah. I would
only
do
focused
both.
on you without 30 other kids.
Yeah.
It's like
there's
pros and cons.
I would do both.
On both sides.
Give me that cash. How much you need?
All right. Now we're going to, oh, shit, burn myself. All right, we're going to talk about what everybody's talking about.
Oh, God.
R. Smelly.
I've been seeing you going off about R. Kelly.
I can't stand R. Kelly. I wish people would stop bailing this nigga out.
Hey, bro, ain't he from your hood?
I don't give a fuck. There's a lot of people from Chicago I don't fuck with.
God damn, man.
Hey, I don't fuck with child molesters. I don't give a fuck if you grew up next door to me. Fuck you.
They said, fuck you, Mr. Charlie.
Why are you waiting to go to jail, nigga? Just go enroll in jail right now. All right. R. Kelly has been bailed out again. The first time was for the charges, obviously. The second time was for $161,000 owed him back.
The second time.
It hasn't been revealed, I don't think. I haven't been on social media the past few hours, but he got bailed out this morning. Not sure if it's the same lady. If it's her, I'm clowning. Mm-hmm. The first time, okay, I understand.
We don't understand.
I understand people with big hearts. No, I understand. I understand people with big hearts. I understand people feel that they know a certain person. I'm that type of person. I don't give a fuck how, like, if I had a friend and I believed him, even though this situation, I don't know. Like, I'm the type of person where, like, okay, I'm going off the evidence. Even if I know you, nigga, this shit don't look right. But, man, first of all, I'm not going to condemn her for going to get him out. I felt it was fucked up because I think he did it. But who the fuck am I? I'm a motherfucker that lives in Kansas. I don't know. But I don't think that she should be, because they called in bomb threats to her fucking business and all types of shit. Like, people are trying to ruin her over it. You know what I mean? Like, those are some of the things people go through when they got a big heart, and sometimes you're blinded by that. But, yeah, he's back out. He did an interview recently with Gayle King, which is the most hilarious shit I've ever seen. He cried. He threw tantrums. He threw fits. And, like, Gayle remained composed. But if I was his lawyer, I would have advised him not to do that. And I think he fucked up. Because when they tell you whatever you say can and will be used against you in the court of law, they're going to use some of that shit. He sat and told her, and I read the transcripts. I don't care to watch the whole interview because I don't have to, I watched 2 minutes of it. The same 2 minutes everybody else saw. 3, whatever the fuck. I'm not going to watch a whole hour of this shit because I believe he's guilty. I don't want that aura around me watching a child molester speak. That's just not exciting to me. But a lot of the things he said when I was reading the transcripts, when I was reading articles, he basically said that, look, blame the parents. Those girls were sold to me. Nigga, you admitting to something. Nigga, the girls in question were underage, nigga. And you just said that those girls were sold to you. The man just put a nail in his coffin, the last one. And personally, I don't give a fuck. I hope he does time. Do I think he should spend the rest of his life in jail? No. I think you should get that nigga 20 years.
That's the rest of that nigga life, man. You know, he's 50.
He's 50, but he's been where he didn't look that in shape when I saw the interview.
Yeah, he gonna grow hella fast in jail.
Hey, fuck him. What's your opinion?
About the whole situation? I got 2 opinions.
As far as the interview first, let's get into the interview. How'd you feel about watching the interview?
I watched snippets. I didn't watch the whole interview. I guess it was the funny parts that was out there. But I do feel like, I'm gonna tell you this, and I know it's gonna sound stupid, I guess, or I don't know, but the mockery that the news is making of R. Kelly is the worst I've seen in a long time. I've never seen the news mock somebody like a white person like that, man. Like they would never do nobody like that. Like Charlie Sheen, that shit got laid to rest hella fast, didn't it? Like, as soon as Charlie Sheen popped up and we was talking about this nigga been knowing he had AIDS or HIV, then he had a court date and he was supposed to go to jail before knowing, and then next thing I know, I ain't hear shit else about that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what happened with that?
I have no idea.
You don't have no idea?
Well, you know what happened with it.
It got pushed under the rug?
Of course. Of course. Those are people, like, people don't say these type of words because this is in the 60s and 70s, but let's say what it is. These are the people in power.
Exactly.
Like, they'll slap their people on the wrist, but they're not going to let you do it.
Exactly.
They don't mind us knocking our own people. They enjoy it. While this nigga's going down, we're going to give y'all this bait, and y'all just have a field day with it, in which we will.
Yeah.
One thing I must say, though, I don't mind mocking a motherfucker that...
This one.
Man, he's guilty. Yeah. First of all, let's say this. If these new 50 people are lying on him, okay. But, nigga, you should have got locked up when you did the first shit.
Yeah.
So, I have no sympathy for you.
Yeah.
Now, you come up with somebody else who we don't have evidence and we're mocking, then I'm going to talk shit about my people because we shouldn't be beating them down before we hear the real story.
Yeah.
I went off on the Jussie Smollett case because I was like, dude, it doesn't sound right. And it wasn't right. Like, somebody can, like, I could be proven wrong. Like I said, I think the punishment they're trying to give them is fucked up. But I think when niggas do stupid shit, I don't feel sorry for you.
Right.
I'm not gonna feel sorry for you one bit. Now, if they just try to attack a random person, and you say they never do, like even with the white media, like when's the last time you saw somebody who was like, damn, he did this? It was always something behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you could think of any example to prove me otherwise, then okay, but like not everything is a conspiracy. The nigga pissed and fucked a 14-year-old on video. So I don't want to hear this. This is all a plot to bring the black man down. No, he helped that. He helped in that.
Right.
If we don't he brought himself down.
If we don't want to bring the black people down, we got to stick to it, man. Everybody.
Exactly. But people think when you voice yourself in that manner, I had a motherfucker post a subliminal post about me yesterday after I fucking made a fool out of his ass in this post saying that this was some type of conspiracy against R. Kelly. Now the next post, you could be anything you want to be on social media and you chose to be miserable. Nah, motherfucker, I made you look stupid. Get your facts together. Start fucking thinking, bro. Shit, before I pull up.
This nigga said, no, I don't have to tell that nigga shit on the internet, nigga. I'm voicing that shit now so the nigga, just in case he hearing me.
I just don't like that type of shit. Like, not everybody thinks it's as stupid as you. Like, you gotta broaden your horizons when it comes to certain things. If you can find some conspiracies, which I'm sure they exist, they out here. But this ain't one of them.
Not at all.
All right, quiet Bionica, how do you feel?
What I've always felt. My decision has not wavered, and it will not. But I'll jump into a couple of points. I hear a lot of people saying, "We don't do that to like white people," and I've seen a lot of people say about Elvis. And my cousin made a good point. My cousin, she's on it. She's like, she's really on it. So she brought it up, and I haven't seen it, but she's like, did anybody watch the interview that Barbara Walters did with Priscilla Presley? Mm-mm. Talking about how Elvis, she said Elvis was trash. He was a pedophile. Mm-hmm. This is Barbara Walters saying this shit. Who does the same shit. Or
the white Oprah.
Who, if no one knows, because I know a lot of people probably don't know who Barbara Walters is, but who is basically with the shit. Mm-hmm. She said he's trash. Told her parents are trash for letting her do it, like on live TV. It's like people do it.
Maybe I'm not understanding what you're talking about.
Because we say that white people.
No, I know Barbara Walters.
Okay, Priscilla Presley was married to Elvis. She's the one who married to Elvis when she was super young.
Really?
So back in the day, Barbara Walters did an interview with her, and her parents were there.
Oh, and Barbara Walters
went in on them about Elvis. At this time, people were mad at her because everybody loved Elvis, but she was like, "I don't give a fuck. He's a pedophile. Like she was a kid. He was with her when he was like 14. Like that's a problem." She went in. So I'm saying things happen. We say stuff like Harvey Weinstein, Bill O'Reilly, Matt Lauer. They're not. They don't get in trouble, which is true. They should get the same thing. But what we forget is that these people all have money. Do you know what they do though? The reason why the buzz isn't so big too, they pay media outlets to not talk about them as much. No one thinks of that. They pay media outlets not to talk about them so much. R. Kelly ain't paying nobody shit. Jussie ain't paying nobody shit. You know what I mean? This is what I'm saying. This is when money comes into things. And I'm not trying to say that these people aren't trash. They're fucking trash. And they need to go down too. But I'm not going to say just because these people are fucking trash that the black people are fucking trash shouldn't be in trouble too.
Right.
No, you should get that fucking shit too. This is society. Nothing has changed. Do we get in trouble before anybody? We do. Why are people making this seem like this is new? This shit ain't fucking new. We get in trouble first. Bill Cosby should have been the I mean, he's locked the fuck up. We get in trouble too. We will get in trouble the same way we chuck and jive with these people. We will get in trouble first. Yep. We will be put out there first. If black people, we own a lot of social media. So let's just say if we kept the conversation about Charlie Sheen, if we didn't stop talking about it, if we didn't stop talking about Flint, or if we didn't stop talking about, I mean, there's a lot of things that we can keep going because the media is going to stop. It is what it is. They're on to the next. And if it's us bashing each other, then they're definitely going to play that shit. Oh, definitely. They definitely going to put it out. So if we took the shit that they don't talk about and said, hey, I'm going to post this shit. I know somebody who, I don't know them personally, but I see them on like Fox 4, all the news websites and shit. When they post stuff about black people killing each other and shit, he go and post post about a recent story of white people doing the same shit. Dang. Like on they shit, like all the time. And I'd be like, dude, be on it. Because if we don't, who's going to do it? They have shit that happens to them. It's just not posted. It's just that we don't talk about that shit. The same way we sit up here going on about R. Kelly, we could do the same shit about theirs. Yeah. We can do the same shit about stories that are not heard of and keep sharing them because our shares and our likes and our comments count. It's just that what are we sharing, what are we liking, or what are we commenting on? Do I think that R. Kelly's trash? I think he's fucking trash. I've been thinking he's trash. I said he's not in my fucking rotation, and I don't care about who thinks that he is. I feel like he should be locked up for the rest of his fucking life. He's a pedophile. End of story. I don't think that no pedophile should get out on it. And it's fucked up because to say this happened to you when you were a kid, and it's fucked up that you ended up being the same product of it happening to you. And I wish you would have tried to get help, or I wish there could have been outlets that were available to you or that you tried to do to get better. But since you did not, this is where we are. Lock your fucking ass up. I don't think that you should get out. I think you're going to end up doing the same thing. You're just going to do it a little bit slicker because you know what it is to get caught. So you know what not to do. I don't think any pedophile should be let out again. I don't give a fuck how mean or how harsh I'm being. I don't give a fuck.
I agree with you. No pedophile should be let out regardless of celebrity status or whatever their thing may be, however you know them. I don't think you should give him a pass because, he dances well. And he speaks
sings
well.
That Boy 12 play was...
Yeah.
Really?
It's like, I don't understand that part. And as far as the media, this is what I say, and people get tired of me preaching, but it's like, dude, until we get our own shit, and we got to support it. It's like we support, like, these articles that we share. Like, people don't understand how much money is generated by those articles going viral. So they will always be in power. They will always have the money and the resources to create the narrative. You can't change it unless, like, when we see, and there aren't many black-owned publications, like, and the ones that are out, like, you know what I mean? They have to kind of, it's sad, but honestly, they kind of stay in their lane. They don't break certain stories because they could be destroyed by the ones that are bigger, the bigger publications, and that's fucked up. Until we own a part of the media, and in a sense we do, we don't realize it now. Social media is the biggest in the world, but we still continue to stay on the same path, and they see that. Do their analysts out here watching this shit?
We do.
They notice our trends. They know what we're going to do before we do it. And we just keep doing it.
It is. It's like marketing. Marketing, you watch what others do so you can see what's hot, so you can see what gets people. We have that power. If we could see racist people calling the cops on people and share that shit go viral. Imagine what we could do with other shit. Just regular news stories. Just shit that happened in Pennsylvania or Virginia or wherever the fuck. That's not where we are, but let's share this shit. So y'all can see what the fuck is going on so other people can pick this shit up because they're going to pick up what's hot. And if it's not hot, then they're not going to pick that shit up. There are publications who are out there, but they get little to no recognition. We get little to no recognition.
Yeah.
Because we don't share our own shit, you know what I mean? And I'm not just saying we, as far as other people, I'm to blame for that shit too. You know what I mean? If there's more that I should be doing that shit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I should really be sharing this shit so other people can see this. No, this happens to y'all too. Y'all just didn't get the news slot that we did. Y'all kill each other too. Y'all out here raping y'all kids and doing shit too. Y'all just don't get that same news coverage that the fuck we get. But here, let me give it to you since you didn't see it on your news station. Yeah. Or let me put it in your face since nobody else did. Because that's what you need. Because y'all know shit goes on, but you'll put it on us. Like, look what they're doing now. Look what they're doing now. Y'all doing the same shit.
And the thing is too, before we get off of this, I gotta say this. Like, all right, there's a black publication called The Root. I check them out when I see them. Like, you can find them on Facebook. I read a lot of their articles. Interesting shit. And I'll go and check it out. And a lot of the people, you'll even see black people bash them for what they post on there. It's like they're considered militant. They're considered too pro-black. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, right now we need some pro-black shit. You know what I mean? Why are you fighting this? And until that type of mind conditioning is alleviated, we're gonna have the same problem.
We have been super conditioned. I know we off of this.
Oh my God.
We are. Well, listen, we are conditioned to the point that we don't even certain shit that we say we don't even fucking know we've been conditioned. And when somebody says it to us, because I've had a lot of shit that I've said and the person's like, "You hear what you said?" I'm like, "Damn, that's some fucked up shit." But I also take responsibility. If you don't take responsibility of the fucked up shit that has been stored in your fucking head and you keep going along with it, then you are a part of the problem. And a lot of people are a part of the problem because they don't know that they're a part of the problem. We've been here. We've been raised here. We've been, this is what we're supposed to look. This is what a woman is supposed to look like. Or this is what black people are supposed to do. Or this is how we're supposed to conduct ourselves. And we've really been told this. And we suck that shit up and like, we think society is what is telling us what to do. But we forget that society are a bunch of people who don't look like us. Yeah. Who weren't raised like us, who don't have the same money that we have. So if you're not in my position, how can you tell me what is it? How can you tell me what is supposed to be the thing? Your thing is different from mine. Mm-hmm. And until we get that and do that, we fucking ourselves up. We're just going along with the program just like everybody. We may not be wearing these hats, but secretly we basically wearing these hats by the shit that we doing, the shit that we're saying.
And when you say something, oh, you the crazy motherfucker. Oh, that motherfucker crazy. No. No, some people just think
the crazy ones are the ones that know.
Man,
the crazy ones are the ones that know. Look at the crackhead down the street; he's still alive. you know something.
All right, gotta get your opinion on this. Big O, Oprah Winfrey.
Oh, fuck Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah Winfrey has been taking some heat.
Harpo. Fuck you at.
She's been taking some heat for her new 2-part documentary. I think it was on HBO. Leaving Neverland. And I brought this up like months and months ago on the show, but at that time, and I can, like, please correct me if I'm wrong, I don't even think Oprah was involved in it at first. I didn't see Oprah's name anywhere because I read up on it before I put it out there. So that gets me to fucking thinking. I'm like, okay, one thing is why. Like Oprah, because like Michael Jackson, even though, like I said, I don't know if I haven't seen any definitive proof like a R. Kelly situation or anything like that. The shit's strange. To be the age that you are and have such a fascination with not just your childhood, but kids in general, it's strange. Don't get me wrong.
That's that homeschool I was telling you about.
Well, not everybody's going to be a Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson had a lot of pressure on him. You know, Joe wasn't fucking around. I think Joe was like, hey, I want to live a good life. I want to be here to take care of my family, and nigga, you niggas gonna do it. Right. I made y'all. I'm gonna make y'all do what I want y'all to do.
asses.
So, I'm a Michael Jackson fan. I believe that the man was thrust into a world he couldn't control anything, and for some reason he reverted back to his childhood as an adult. Does that make him a pedophile? I can't say that. I don't know if these stories are true, and I think that I can have that opinion because there's been no proof, there's been no convictions. I've even heard kids, well, everybody heard it, where I can describe his private parts. His private parts were photographed and it was found inconsistent. You know what I mean? So it's like even when you thought that he was going to go down, it was like he was found innocent. Anyway, Oprah being a friend of his, I wouldn't have did this. All right, number one, he's dead. He's gone. If he was alive, okay, I'll give you benefit of the doubt. Listen to these, because you said that when R. Kelly stuff was going on, the victim stories need to be heard.
Right.
If they're the victims, actually, you know what I mean? Their stories do need to be heard. But this man is gone now. It's been at least about 10 years. It's like, okay, these people are coming forward now, and this sister helped put that shit on a nationwide scale. It's like, I don't get that part of it.
Yeah, I don't understand it either. Like, I'm trying to wrap my head around it. Because I'm thinking like maybe she did it for money, but then I'm like Oprah is probably the richest woman in the world, and then maybe she did it because of payback. Maybe Michael did some shit before he left, or maybe she did that shit because that's the way she felt about that motherfucker the whole time, and she probably was just cool with Mike because that's what rich black people do. And that shit is fucked up, man. Mm-hmm. To act like you cool with a motherfucker and then you put him under the table. But I don't really care what the really aspects of her doing it or whoever was doing it. A man just can't defend himself. And I understand that part. A man can't defend himself. But at the same time, if he did that shit, the motherfucker deserve everything that's coming after him.
I agree with that too, but how could you get proof now? You didn't have proof when he was alive.
But think about if Bill Cosby just passed the fuck out at the very beginning of the shit that was going down. Like first person, this nigga just died. Boom, right? You think they gonna give a fuck that nigga did?
Well, if you die in court, the case should still be, you know what I mean? We gotta finish this up.
Before there even was a court. Like the first woman that had said some shit. They was like, bitch, we gotta do an investigation first. That nigga died. Boom, right there. Nothing happened. They didn't arrest the nigga or nothing. They gonna steady do that fucking case because they want to make a black nigga look bad. Mm. Like that's what it is, bro. So you think they gonna ease up off anybody else?
Man, I just think it's bad. I think it's bad.
Oprah was just one of the pawns that they fucking used.
Yeah, I agree with that. Go ahead, Bianca.
I'm gonna wait.
That's all right.
Not for my comment. I'm gonna wait. I just feel like
you don't know all the ins and outs.
Like when you say
Michael ain't coming to court.
I mean, even if he did, he did. I mean, that nigga gonna lie too. I mean, I feel like this. I feel like Oprah. She strategizes. She wouldn't be where she was if she didn't. She strategizes, and I'm thinking. I feel like y'all too. I'm like 50-50. I feel like. He can't defend himself. I feel like if you have no real proof, why are you doing this?
Right.
I also feel like he let you in his house, like, damn, and now you dirty talking to nigga. Mm-hmm. But then I also feel like at the end of the day, you are a journalist. Mm-hmm. That was your first job. You are a journalist. Sometimes there could be stuff that's coming out about you or proof that's about you. And who wants to get the first story first? A fucking journalist. Mm-hmm. If there was something that we knew that other people didn't know and we on the podcast shit, we talking about that shit first. I want to talk about it first. I want to get that first head. So that way we get that shit. So people be like, shit, well, I found out you found out about us. And I feel like the reason why I say I'm going to wait until if nothing comes of this, then I'm like, okay, whatever. But if something happens after the fact, that starts to come out, I'm with you too.
Yeah, but what can come of it?
I don't know. I don't
That's
know.
the only thing that puzzles me. The man been dead for 8 years.
But then you have to look too. There were certain things certain people got payouts, right? Certain people got payouts not to pay, not to disclose, not to say nothing, not to do anything. Some contracts are made for a certain period of time also. Certain contracts say this date you cannot, it doesn't say never. It says you cannot disclose information that happened here from here. So if something happened to you and you got some money, like when they pay out black people, right? When they kill your people, they know they killed you. They pay you out. They tell you can't say nothing. So if they say you can't say nothing for 20 years, you know after that fucking 20 years, the mama gonna be like, they killed my son.
Yeah.
We gonna still be like, but you took that money, but at the end they still killed your son. You know what I mean? It's you fucked up because you still took that money, but I don't know your situation, so it's just like a damn if you do, damn if you don't. But it's like, you're still going to say something at the time when you can.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm saying by legally, there's a lot of stuff that we don't know about now that we'll know about, of course, having this show later.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of stuff legally that a person maybe like, I couldn't say anything then. And these are kids. These probably people like, I can't say anything then because my parents took that money. And I maybe can't say it, but maybe I have the and this is what I'm saying by Oprah. I think Oprah strategizes. There's a reason for you doing shit that you do. There was a reason for you starting the magazine. There was a reason for you starting the network, and you did little slow shit up until that time, and then you was like, boom, like a Beyonce CD. Like a Beyonce album. It was like, boom, I'm here. And you're like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
I didn't even know, which is kind of smart not to tell people what you are doing, because once you do, then people try to stop you. But so I'm like 50-50. I'm definitely 50-50. I'm with
50-50 on the part of the guilt of Michael Jackson.
I'm 50-50 on the part of
with Oprah doing the interview.
Of us talking about Oprah doing the interview. But I feel the same way. I wasn't there. I don't know. I can't say he did. I can't say he didn't. I can't say you did or you did not do anything. Would I rather have some proof to be judgmental? Because technically my opinion means shit to nobody. You know what I mean? But
it does to us.
Well, to y'all. But would I rather have the like to see this to be like, oh, he did it. But then it's kind of like if my cousin came to me and said, like, somebody touched me. I ain't gonna be like, I ain't got no motherfucker proof somebody touched you. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like when it comes to certain shit like that, and it's like, damn, I don't know. That's a sensitive subject. That's a sensitive subject. And for people who it hasn't happened to, like, we could say whatever. Yeah. Because we've all said we've never been in that situation. If I was, I'd be open enough to speak up for it because I would want to tell other people. And that's why I said when they was telling their story, maybe the way they did it was fucked up, but I would want to tell people too so other people can fucking know, you know? Yeah. But people tell their story different. They do different things. I wasn't there. I can't say you didn't do it. I can't say you did do it. Because like you said, there's no real proof. Like R. Kelly, there's proof you did the shit. Right. You admitted to doing the shit. Yeah. Like the way it went, like Bill Cosby. The way you got caught was fucked up. Yeah. But once you say some shit, that's like a nigga telling you, well, shit, I stole your money that one time, but this time I didn't do it. If your money come up missing, you gonna be like, nigga, I don't give a fuck. You say you didn't do it this time. You did it last time. You did that shit.
You did that shit.
Oh, you did that shit.
So, but how much was it this time? Right. It was like 47 and some change, but I didn't even see it. Like, what the fuck?
Right. 47.63, nigga, and no, I don't have it.
Right. I mean, you had a couple of quarters, but I don't even like no. Something's wrong here. So it's just, I don't know. I feel like there's more to this, the reason why she did it, than the interview, than just saying, I just want to make some money, because she got money and she's smart.
She is, but this is one thing, and I just want to say this. Well, I'm not even gonna say it. I'm gonna ask a quick question. My mind's already made up as far as like what I think is going on. Just with Oprah, just with this big, huge media goddess. It's like, do you think that a black woman of that stature has to play by certain rules, that every once in a while you got to, you know what I mean, you got to do certain things that you may not want to do in order for what we're seeing? I'm not going to put them criminals into it. But as far as an investigation being launched in, because people don't want to see, nobody wants to see a black female worth over $3 billion. Not white America. They don't. Right. we live in a racist world. I don't try to dwell and say that everything's fucked up, but it is. I can't just sit here and ignore the fact of how we got here, how we've been treated since we've been here, how we're treated today. And now you mean to tell me that this woman has attained the type of success that she has and she doesn't have to play by any rules? I'm not one of those people that try to beat a Illuminati in your head because, like you said, I wasn't there either. I ain't never been to a meeting. They never invited me. But I think certain things, because I don't think it's coincidence that Michael Jackson's music and his statues and everything, like, dude, have been pulled down so fast. There's been controversy surrounding Michael Jackson's name for the last 20 years of his life?
Yeah.
But you get this interview, same with, well, no, I said no criminals. You get this interview, and suddenly, all over the world, not just the United States, I'm seeing articles, hey, Michael Jackson's music pulled from the UK, pulled from streaming services here, there. It was just like, bro, I don't think that's coincidence. It just all happened so fast, it seems calculated. And for me to think about it like that, am I crazy? I don't know. I could be, but something just ain't right about it.
Yeah,
I think it was well timed, well planned.
Well, one thing about Oprah, she'll do a which she normally does. You'll normally see an interview. It may not be a camera video. She usually does an interview, either her magazine or a magazine, speaking on why she made certain moves that she made. So I'm pretty sure something is going to come out to say, especially with so many people questioning why she did what she did. Yeah. I'm pretty sure something is going to come out unless she croaks. Because you said, like, what if Bill Cosby just, like, croaked out and was, right. You know what I mean? So.
You want to know how you'll know if Oprah's, like, in some type of secret society?
If she get an Oscar coming up.
No, if her big ass live to be 90, because Oprah ain't healthy. Hey, Oprah was unhealthy till at least 47.
But I will say that
you're not gonna live 40 more years. Well, you can start eating celery all day, all you want to, after 47 years of harmful intake into your body.
I will say that cauliflower crust that she made is pretty 60. Bomb.
I don't mess with them old pizzas.
Hey, that cauliflower crust. I said, you done went and got the whipper with this shit. You know what I'm saying?
They make me hungry.
Listen, God,
yeah,
sorry.
I am too.
My bad.
I am too. Can't wait till my girl get here. All right, I got to ask y'all a question about these hostages real quick. How y'all feel about them hostages?
What hostages?
Them 2 hostages R. Kelly got now.
I don't know how to hog talk nobody.
Have you?
Hog talk.
Okay, did y'all see a couple of clips of the interview with R. Kelly's hostages?
No, I didn't see it.
Alleged hostages, for those who listening, the 2 women, his 2 girlfriends, I think they're hostages.
Blink if you need help.
And one of them went off on Gayle. I thought I was going to see Gayle get a little street, but she didn't say nothing. Like, oh, girl, when she asked about their sex life, oh, girl kind of got real rude.
Tell us about it.
Okay. 2 living girlfriends who live in R. Kelly's apartment in Trump Tower, Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Buddy broke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gayle interviewed them. Now, from the transcripts of what I read, R. Kelly was, like, he was there. He was, like, watching the interview.
Yeah, he was there.
They said he was standing in the corner, coughing and shit over certain, bitch, you better not answer that. He instructed them. That's why I say you a hostage. Damn. Because if he has to sit there and control your interview, there's certain things that he doesn't want to be said.
Right.
That's why I say I can't defend this nigga. Because if I got 2 girlfriends and I'm an innocent man, hell, I go, hey, Gayle, you got them for an hour. I'm about to run to the store.
Right, because you got them under control.
What are you scared of that they may, or you know what I mean, that they may say if you're not there? Mm-hmm. The man looks guilty. That's why I can't understand it. But, all right, if y'all didn't see it, I guess, you know what I mean, too many questions I can ask you about it.
So it's crazy. So he was standing in the corner. You can hear him coughing?
No, I didn't watch the whole interview.
Gayle said that basically when they asked her after she did her interview what was going on, and she said when she interviewed the girls that he was back there, like basically controlling what they say. When she asked them certain questions, he would like make itself known or cough or do certain things so that way they know either not to answer the question or to like answer it within a certain way.
What was that? Where did you see it? Did you read about it?
Yeah, I read about it.
Yeah, as with the first interview, all of it wasn't released at first. Just you got some highlights, like a good NBA game or something like that, and then they released them later. Like I guess I might watch the rest of the R. Kelly. I won't lie.
Yeah, I'm
curious.
I watched half of it. I'm gonna watch the rest.
I'll probably watch the full interview, even though I say I don't want to see. Like I didn't watch the documentary because that wasn't R. Kelly, but I just want to hear what he has to say because I feel he's guilty, so it'll be entertainment, and I want to see the rest of this interview with the hostages. Because I want to see exactly how they explain this away. Because both of them, like, they have the same story as far as saying that their parents are trying to extort R. Kelly. They say, I'm going to the media. If they didn't say the police, they said the media. I'm going to the media if you don't have $20,000 and this, and that. Like, I just want to see if I'm going to do my own thorough investigation. I want to get to the bottom of this shit myself.
But here's my issue with this, though, if they're saying that the parents are doing this. And I'm not trying to say they did or they didn't, because there was a lot of parents that sold out their kids for cash. It's not like this is new. But if this did happen, y'all got to have some evidence on, like, we live in a world that's you can record your phone calls now. On your own cell phone.
Right.
We live in a world where you can catch any fucking thing. It's not like back in the day where you had to play the tape recorder while listening to the phone and shit. Mm-hmm. Shit sound muffled. You can do that. So if the parents were like, well, we need this or we need that or this is going to happen, why y'all not showing this shit? Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you want to defend this man so much that you care about and you say, well, my parents said this, then you should have receipts. You should have paper. You should have something, or I recorded this call, listen to this call of your parents saying this. You don't have that shit. The parents are posting shit and showing shit when they try to call, leave messages, and do all kind of shit. Mm-hmm. Y'all should have the same in rebuttal of saying, or maybe he does have this shit, but if he does, then he's just getting himself caught up. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm just like, if that is the case, then y'all should have something to say. Y'all parents are the real fuck ones and doing some fucked up shit.
Man, y'all killing me with this shit. That was the funniest thing.
It seemed like he only took the interview to do these.
I'm fighting for my life, but I'm just wondering, like, you in Trump Towers, how you behind that much on child support?
You know what? I know that fake cry. I know it well. I've done that fake cry.
Say you done it.
I've done it. I keep it so real. I've been in past relationships long time ago, where like I was like living with a chick.
It's trash.
The crazy thing about, and see, a lot of like women don't understand. I be trying to tell them. I be trying to school women as far as like the mind of young men. Like y'all take a lot of that. Like everything ain't love.
Right.
Everything ain't love. Like, and trust me, I'm not saying that I was a broke man because I'm taking care of bills and everything like that. But still, when a bitch kick you out. Say I don't want to be with you no more because you fucking out here doing bullshit. Mm-hmm. You let that fake cry out. Ain't really no tears. Ain't really, y'all killing me with this. You're killing me with this shit. Right. That's fake. It was fake as hell. I've seen it before. I've done it before. It was like the emotion was staged. I know you want. Hey, trust me, bro. I feel you. You know what I mean? You facing a lot of time. I believe you deserve it, but you gotta. You know what I mean?
But you didn't get caught in your 20s, so you ain't gonna do as much time as you would have did if you would have got caught the first time. So be thankful for the small things.
Yeah, you lived your life, bro.
You did. You had fun. So it's time for you to go ahead and
had 8-somes and shit. I know you're freaky.
Pay the piper.
Y'all Kelly got 7 girls in the bed.
Pay the piper.
Pay the motherfucking piper, nigga.
Wow.
It's time.
Wow.
I really think it's time. I'm not knocking them for. I'm not one of those people that's gonna say they taking black men down, which they are, but bro, you fucked up.
Don't give the motherfuckers a reason.
I was about to say, let's not act like black men are not taking themselves down. And I mean, it's white people are taking themselves down too, but we are in a society where it's happening and where it's not new. The police are recording themselves killing black people, and nothing's happening. Let's not act like we're in a society where nothing's new. Don't put yourself in a position, and I know it's easier said than done, but if a lot of men have not raped girls, I mean, you should be able to do it too, motherfucker. Yeah. Like, don't put yourself in a position.
Nobody forced you to do that shit.
Yeah, don't put yourself in a position to get caught up. When you get a little money, you feel like you can do certain shit just like everybody else.
One of the telltale signs when a motherfucker lying, male or female. This is just so. And all right, look, I'm black. I'm not just gonna try to put this on black people, but I don't know how white people lie. Well, I do, but you know what I mean? I don't know how they lie behind closed doors. I see y'all lie on TV.
They lie on bank accounts and fraudulent paperwork.
Tax returns and shit like that. Mm-hmm. When a black person says, why would I do this? They lie. Nigga, if I accuse you of some shit and you start asking me, why would you do that? Nigga, first of all, you're trying to confuse me.
Things are moving too fast.
Motherfucker, you tell me if you did that shit or you didn't do that shit. If either of you accuse me of something right now, I'm going to tell you whether I did or I didn't do it. It might be embarrassing if I get caught. If the evidence suggests that I did it, I'll have to confess.
Or they be like, that don't even make no sense. What? Tell me if that makes sense or not.
When you hear that,
listen, you be like,
oh, this lying motherfucker.
I need a minute.
You're lying. Why would I, nigga? You did it. I don't know why. You expect me to explain to you why you did what you did to me?
Well, think about it. Why would I have girls just bound up after y'all already had said I was doing it? Why would? Come on, that's not even logical. That's just you, R. Kelly. Fuck you mean? Why?
Exactly.
You a liar.
He should have spoke through his publicist, man. They bringing up shit from my way past.
Right.
What, nigga?
The way past?
Yo, way past?
Nigga,
I ain't never been back that far.
Nigga, that's all we've been talking about.
The nigga said he could sing. He didn't say he could talk. Those lyrics I already wrote down.
You know what? Yes, I agree.
What's this word, Ray?
It was like, can y'all get better cue cards in this bitch? I don't understand what up, down, circle mean. Abort, nigga, that's what fucking means. Cheat code.
Slow
Nigga, this is cheat
it
code,
down.
nigga.
It's rolling up too fast.
God damn.
Man.
I know what all them X's mean. And they shut the fuck
Hey,
up.
listen.
That's what all them X's mean.
Yeah, exactly.
You know your ass can't read, but you know what the fucking X is. They got him a bunch of pictures of all his ex-girlfriends. And they go, oh, I got you now. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Got
it. That's all you had to say.
Man, do I feel sorry for these motherfuckers? No.
I don't feel sorry for them. I feel sorry.
Okay.
I feel sorry for the harsh treatment that these guys are about to get. I don't think it's going to be just whatever R. Kelly kid, whatever. But Jussie, I don't know.
I think Jussie should do 30 days and
gotta do 30 days.
cook some meals in a soup kitchen somewhere about 90 days.
I don't think he should do no time.
I don't think he should do no time either.
I think they should do just like he made that, just like they call on black people at the pool and shit.
Yeah.
I think you should understand he lied. He's a bad person because he lied and let him get on with his life.
Yeah.
Nobody got hurt.
No,
nobody got hurt. Nothing physically happened.
He got hurt. He fake punched himself.
And then people be saying shit.
He had a scar on his nose.
People say shit like, well, we just can't let him go. They let y'all go all the time when y'all do that shit to us.
Fucking time.
You call the police on somebody for one reason. What happened if they got a warrant? Now they got to go to jail. But they would have never win it. You would have never found people.
Exactly.
Trying to make an example out of him because he lied. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, if everybody got held to those same standards from a lie, we'd all be locked up.
Yeah.
Or
I
at
ain't
least
got no space in here. I got 10 niggas in my cell.
I'm gonna send you to jail with your kids. Like, hey, you gotta come, bring that baby.
I know they done lied. That's the shit. Though. You right? It's gonna be this.
They got a 6-bedroom cell.
Go to the back. Where they can't see you at. We gonna be here for a minute.
Close the curtains.
Stop crying, goddammit. We gonna be in here. I told y'all. We'll be out by your birthday. Shut the fuck up.
That is how big the TV get. It don't get no bigger than that.
Oh my God.
Telling on you. Why you got a phone?
My people. My grandma used to say, my people.
Right.
I used to wonder why my grandma would say that all the time.
Now you know.
There's a lot of things that when you were young, you didn't understand your parents or your grandparents would say, and you don't understand.
My grandpa was niggas and flies. I'd be like, damn.
Ain't much difference in the motherfuckers.
My pops was always.
That's the part he did tell you.
I do despise. Oh my God. We can't do that right.
My pops was always that one when you get your own house, and then you can do what the hell you want to do in your own house.
Yeah.
Like, come on, Pop. I ain't get my own. I'm 5 years old, nigga.
But I'm 5.
I just want to get something out the fridge, man.
Gotta start an apartment first, nigga? God damn. 5, nigga.
Can't get shit around this house without have your own house. Nigga.
Parents tell you that shit, but when you get your own house, I mean, as far as when they come through, you still can't do what you want to do.
Oh, hell no.
Mother come over and hate on your shit.
Right.
Oh, you just gonna do that with your mama here? Nigga, you in my house.
Right.
The hell?
Man. You got all this alcohol in here. Like, nigga, and?
That's what I grew up for.
I always tell my pops this. I always be like, now go to your own house and get in your own refrigerator and drink your own juice.
You don't like my rules, you can get the hell out of my house.
So, but why I gotta take my shoes off, nigga? Because this is my house. If you got a problem with it, take your ass back down to your house and take your goddamn shoes off. Fuck out of here.
Oh my God.
I'm about to be like, y'all ain't gonna set no plate, nigga. You've been over here way too many times for you not know where the fucking plates are at.
All right, it's up to y'all, man. Y'all gonna tell me what we talk about next. Put y'all on the spot. See if y'all woke. This is an early show today.
I don't know what else to talk about.
Questions.
Oh, she about to end. I don't know what else.
All right. All right, well, I'm gonna bring up some random bullshit there. I think, I keep every episode when I do the topics, if it's too serious, I keep a random bullshit topic to bring up. Mm-hmm. You gotta have one. Most of the time we don't use them. But I think when we come...
Oh, stop the press.
God damn.
That was fast, wasn't it?
Depends on what you about to say next.
Ryan, you got your hair braided for the show, cuz?
Man, my hair been braided for a week.
What wasn't braided last week, man?
And when y'all see me, my hair is fucked up.
I don't know, bro.
We do the show on Saturdays. Sunday, I usually get something done to my head. So I just scratched it all out and everything. Hey, never mind, Cortez.
Hey, man,
that light skin shit.
Hey, man, we just glad you came to work appropriate, bro. Like, we're going to have a code of conduct and a dress code up in this bitch. You can't be wearing the jerk every Saturday, man.
If I hadn't went to churches before y'all got here, I'd have on my robe. All right, I read about this. And this is fucked up. This is really fucked up. It's going to be a female version after I say something about this. A 65-year-old billionaire diamond trader died this week during a penis enlargement surgery.
What? How do you die from something like that?
He died. He was 65, and I guess some of the fluid that they got to put in your shit to do the enlargement surgery, he had a heart attack immediately after the fluid was inserted, the fluid was inserted into his body.
Dang.
He's best known. I actually went to his Instagram and checked him out. Like, dude was like, the celebrities, everybody fucks with him. Like, he parties with all the motherfucking Hollywood people.
I bet you he does.
Yeah, they ain't fuck with him no more. In 2015, he sold the most expensive diamond ever in the world, the Blue Moon diamond. He sold it for $48 million.
Damn.
Now, let me say this. It's not funny that he died, but the situation is fucking... It just puzzled me. I mean, it just puzzles me because if you're a billionaire, I know billionaires like big shit. They want the biggest plane. They want the biggest house. Big. So you thinking like, nigga, I'm about to get the biggest dick out here. But I don't understand why somebody, and this goes to butt injections and everything, why would you sacrifice your fucking health in order, and especially now that we see people dying. It's not like this is the pre-social media age where you don't know about people dying all the time. Mm-hmm. If you read, that shit is not normal. Mm-hmm. And now the penis injection shit, I guess that's a little bit new. Females are like light years ahead of men with this shit. But would you do that? A billionaire. First of all, if you're a billionaire, you can get some pussy.
Yeah, but if you don't get up anymore, you can't get no pussy.
But I didn't know the nigga, but I will say this: could that have been the issue? Like, How much is Viagra? You're a billionaire. You could probably buy Viagra.
All right. Through some
The company, not the pill.
through some studying, I have researched penile. What's it called? ED.
Why would you do that?
ED, right? I was watching this movie on Netflix, and this guy, he invented Viagra by accident. So I was researching him. So then I started researching ED.
I heard something about that.
Yeah, so I was just researching shit and reading about it, right? That's how I do. Like, for some reason, when I'm on Wikipedia, whenever there's a little blue tab, I just click on that shit and it go on to the next whatever they talking about. Like, so if I'm researching, Michael Jackson and they say Janet Jackson, I'm gonna click on Janet Jackson to see what her story was about. Mm-hmm. That's kind of how it went. Like, I was researching the movie, then I started researching the guy that made it, and I started researching Viagra, and then you start researching,
Tell us what you found.
So what I found
what were your findings?
What I found is a lot of things that go into erectile dysfunction.
That's
right.
What goes into it?
And
the needle.
No. I'm just saying, like, period. Like, like you may have it for a whole bunch of different reasons. You can have cancer and have it. You can have diabetes and have it. You can have whatever disease you may have for have it. Right. So just imagine if you're 60, right? 65 or whatever, you may have a bunch of shit going on, right? And Viagra only works like 90-something% of the time with men. So it may
pretty
not,
high though.
It is pretty high, but not all men get it. Once that shit is gone, that shit just gone.
Or maybe if you're taking other medication too, maybe it throws it off or shit like that.
It's just a bunch of shit, right? Yeah. So now it's just not getting up at fucking off. Like, to go that extent, that meant that Viagra is not fucking working.
Or maybe
so now he
got
to go.
Viagra.
Maybe, but then you go to that extent, right? And you get this little penis injector thingy to enlarge your penis or whatever, to make it hard or whatever. You 65 years old, a billionaire, you can have any bitch you want, right? Well, you can't.
Be able to.
You can't even have sex with them because your shit does not go hard.
And maybe not just for their pleasure. Maybe he still likes it. Like,
but
you could, like, if a female was like, he don't, we don't have to do nothing. I just get to be with him. That's for her. For her, that's cool. But for him, that's like, shit, I don't get off on spending money on you. Like,
right.
I want something else too. So maybe
some intercourse.
And I don't know about Viagra. I don't know about Viagra, but I don't even know how long it takes to kick in. What happened? What happened?
I don't need it.
What happened if he just out like she be like, "Hey, he want it now."
I think it's
if you at the club, you dancing with a chick, you gonna pop it just in case. I want to be ready when you get to the house.
I think you can't pop it that early, man. You got to pop it on the car ride there, man, because it's got to take at least 15 minutes.
Somebody knows from experience.
I don't know from experience, but I watch TV shows that be like, you got to pop it. Like, if you watch, I think I Hate My Wife or something like that.
Yeah.
And he had to pop it like 15 minutes before it was time to go. And it's supposed to last for like no longer than 4 hours.
He don't want to wait. He like, shit, I want you to.
That shit hard. That shit hard all the way to the house.
And
that nigga going sideways all the way to the crib. Excuse me.
And then you had to think, injections aren't just for it to, it's just like boobs. Injections aren't for it to just stay hard. Injections are for it to be big. Injections are for you to have some girth.
But this injection, the way
that word was coming, girth.
My mama was telling me about some girth the other day. She said, "Have you read this article?" I said,
why would your mother talk to you about girth?
What did she say?
I said, Mom, don't you ever bring that up to me again.
She said this article.
She was like, it was talking about penis enlargement. I said, that has been around for a long time.
Sounds like we should have your mom on the show.
The girth. Like, nigga, what you know about some girth? Fuck around with y'all. You was born in the 60s. You ain't got no goddamn girth.
Listen.
Talking about the trombone that y'all used to call.
I'm sure they had girth in the 60s.
Listen, you can do some girth.
They wasn't saying nothing about no girth in the 60s.
I mean, they might not use that word.
They wouldn't use the word. They was just
that
nigga thick.
Right.
Yeah, they had to be girth.
That nigga thick as shit.
Girth didn't just start all of a sudden.
But for her to call it girth, that means she's been around some girth stats, nigga.
Listen, being a woman, you ain't got to be a thotty just because you want a nigga to handle you right.
No, I'm saying the word girth.
Listen, you
this motherfucker is way off track.
She went in up to the elbow.
She done fisted all the way up to the elbow.
No, girth is so funny. I just think it's a funny word.
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Like,
that's
can
what
you imagine a chick be like, "How big are you?" And you're like, "About 7, 8," and she like, "No, girth." You're like, "Bitch, I didn't measure my girth."
But guys, listen. Okay, so I'll let you into the. We should have certain segments.
Do women do that?
The women ask about girth.
I know there's no man.
I'm trying to tell y'all.
Real quick, I know there's no man who's ever not had a woman put a ruler up to their shit. I mean, unless she was little.
I'm trying to tell
unless
y'all.
she was little. But have a motherfucker like whipped out one of them tape measures and went around.
Listen,
you're like
y'all,
clank. That's why you got this measure. Why you got the hard work, bitch? Where's stuff? Paper measure, clank.
Nobody cares. Okay, so when different women like different things. This is the thing. This is why men should read up on women. It is what it is.
I did say that, right? Remember I said
You did say that.
Read up on
you
women.
should read up on women because different women. Have you ever heard a woman say, okay, well, I'll say this. There could be a woman who says, hey, this dude, like, he cold. Like, he gets down. Mm-hmm. And once he get with that woman, she be like, shit was trash. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And a lot of dudes get defensive and tell. I heard a dude tell a chick before, like, shit, you just this way. You just this way. And another nigga be like, nah, shit, the shit cool. It always depends on, just like a penis is made specifically for that person.
But what if you tell your homegirl all the details about the penis, right?
You gotta have the girth.
I mean, like,
you gotta have the girth.
So I'm not even.
So length doesn't matter.
I'm thickness.
All girth matters.
Friend, I didn't even ask you. I'm giving you an example.
Okay, because I thought we was hanging out.
So, hey, bitch, you gotta have the girth.
You gotta have the girth.
Whoa, time out.
What is this? Is that like the ball jiggle? Like,
no,
balls ain't got nothing to do with girth.
No. The girth. She was
saying patent balls.
She was pulling towards her. She like, nigga, this is the girth. Like, I'm pulling the dick towards him. There you go.
Because you gotta bring it to you. Like, let me see this.
She Tom Brady in the girth.
And it better not be flat.
So you tell your homegirl about all the stuff, right? About all of it, right?
Right.
And then she tries it, and then she say it's trash. Then that can't be the penis fault. It got to be.
Well, here's the thing. Different people like sex which is why we should do the relationship show. It's different for everybody. Like, you haven't been with somebody and done something that you would do with an ex or some shit like that, and they're like, "Nah, I'm not with that."
Yeah, I used to stick my finger in their butt.
And the person was like, I'm not cool with that.
One time I was trying to stick my finger in the chick, but she was mid-stroke, nigga. She was on me. She was like, pop. I was like, I'm going to go ahead and do this real quick. I made that shit. She said, nigga, I don't do that shit. I said, my bad, keep going.
So let me ask you.
I didn't want to fuck up the rhythm, nigga.
Let me ask you this. What made you do that?
What made me stop or
what
try
made you try
it? Because, in my mom thinking, like, this is what women like nowadays. So
what told you?
Wait a minute, what did you do? Like? You stuck your finger in her booty?
I tried to stick my finger in her booty.
What told you that women like that?
A lot of women I knew liked it. So I'm thinking, I'm not necessarily saying every woman liked it, but I thought that was a thing. Of course, I knew I was going to run into somebody that didn't like it, but I didn't think it was going to be that soon. Like, it was third.
What's that now?
Hey, Ron,
I was looking at his fingers, nigga. You got long nails, nigga.
Ron, it was the third one in.
Who's that? I'm she lost a lot of blood. We got.
I just be cutting booty out here, bro.
She had to get a blood transfusion. She lost a lot. Pints and pints.
Oh, man. Mid-stroke.
No, you know what? Just like a dude.
And she was a talker, too. She's like, you like that shit? Yeah. Good pussy, huh? Just like mama used to make it.
Wow. I've never been involved with a lot of talkers.
I think he was having an old dream about banging an old woman.
It may have been.
That was that Miss Shirley.
Like, what?
Hey, that don't sound like something a younger woman would say.
You need to check out. She's like, yeah, you like that? Good coochie for you, ain't it? Got that vitamin D in that bitch.
Oh, my God.
He was banging Miss Esther.
It had to be.
Her name had to be Esther.
It had to be.
Esther was not playing with her.
But no.
There's no way in hell you could just have some woman randomly ranting and you down there trying to focus. Like, I don't get it.
Look how he looked. Look how he looked. Like, yeah, that's what happened.
This the twins?
The twins have walked in.
Brown said that y'all was going to have on the same clothes. And look at this. They got on the same.
Twins are here.
They are here.
That's a funny thing. Is like y'all sat down, y'all was like, "Girl, I'm gonna wear jeans." And you don't
Yeah,
wear
he said y'all
I
probably
told you
wear
they was doing their twin
outfit.
thing. They just came in
that
the
is
park. They was on
hilarious.
the seesaw.
They was like, "No, girl, put on the outfit we discussed."
They was at the overalls, the Tommy overalls.
She was like, "Hold on, girl, I didn't bring the overall." She was like, "Bitch, did you bring Saturday's outfit?"
Remember doing that? Did dudes do that? Did dudes like have in school? I don't know. I don't remember.
Wait a minute. You ain't about to say dressed alike, did you?
Yeah,
The dudes?
The dudes, y'all didn't buy the same shoes and shit, like synchronized that y'all was buying the same damn shoes.
Nah.
No, none of that. Because I don't even remember.
Nah, not back in the day like that. Nah, I'm just talking about tweens.
Yeah, I'm talking about back in the day though. Did people do that when they had like?
No,
twins
I
and
didn't,
shit like that?
and I wasn't from like the most affluent neighborhood, so we couldn't. We had no idea what type of shoes we were gonna have.
Look at
I thought she
She
had.
just came in and started making noise.
Listen, Tasha always been coming through.
Tasha, we miss you around here.
Tasha.
We really
Oh,
do.
that shit sound cold.
shit sounded
Record
trash.
that. You know what? Hey,
Second
Ron.
week in a row, I ain't had no food.
Hit that a bitch.
You know
I
what?
told Ron, you kind of like, like when it's like game day. You kind of like sponsor the food before the game starts.
You don't have
It's
a
kinda
game day
weird.
every week though, nigga.
You do.
And
If
we
you
gotta
don't-
set this nigga up on a date.
You do got a game day every weekend.
Who the hell have a game day every week?
Listen, she
LeBron.
looking out.
Oh, you say LeBron?
We gotta
Motherfucker, we got LeBron money.
We gotta compare ourselves like that, Ron.
No.
But we
Shoot for
will.
the stars.
But we will. Soon and very soon.
All right, back to the girth. All right,
Dude, that's not a good segue. Segue
Back
back
to
into
the girth.
conversation.
I had a question before they walked in. As far as women, now, I'm sure you'll agree that y'all have some talks. Like, all right, I've been with him. You know what I mean? He got too much.
Look. What
They got
you
too
trying to
much-
say?
That nigga over there got too much girth.
There's never too much.
From a woman's standpoint,
We have babies.
all right,
My stomach is hurting.
all right, now she done just told you that
Don't
this
be sad.
nigga,
It's okay.
she done just told you that this nigga got too much girth. If you went and you were curious and you went and you know what I mean, you entertained it, would you come back if it wasn't enough and say that it wasn't?
Who
Would I,
was you
wait,
telling? To
what?
the
Would I
friend?
come back to the friend?
The friend.
Because then it may look like, bitch, you ain't got
How
no
much
walls.
girth been put in it?
Well, okay. Well, see, this is what I will say too, because that's the man's
She's
defense.
like, girl, I ain't got that wasn't enough girth for me.
Listen, because
She's
that's
like, bitch, it was a lot of girth over there.
You thought that was some girth?
okay. Well,
She's
look,
like, girl, I done had bigger girth.
you have to look at it like
Nigga
this.
that had no girth.
That's a man's defense too. I'm not trying to say women don't. I'm not trying to say they don't.
No, don't put us in this.
No. I'm answering the question.
I'm going to us later.
Let me answer the question. How I'm answering the question. Are there women?
Excuse
Are they
me?
women who? Your excuse. Your excuse right now. Right now you are. No. Are there women who don't? Who've been? Yes, pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
But But that means they've been with some pretty
Girthy men.
thick, not just girthy, not
girthy.
just girthy
Pretty
men,
goddamn
but a
girthy.
lot of dudes,
Lengthy and
But
girthy.
some dudes have to remember. Sometimes you just ain't what it is. You know what I
just
mean?
ain't girth enough.
Like you need to get with a woman who, like
Hold on, you changing it up
a
now.
dude can have it like this. I'm putting 2 bottles of soft soap, Pure Zen,
Tell them what ounce that is.
together.
'cause,
It's like a 15 ounce.
Damn. 2
So 30 ounces of girth going in.
Orchard and Water Lily. So listen. So a dude could be like this, right?
Yeah.
And then, like you said, with the measuring, when you get the ruling, you be like, girl, he was da 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 da. For some women, that's cool. Yeah, they like that. You know what I mean? Y'all be like, oh, he's this. And then some women are like, that's not where my spot is there.
It ain't all the way up there.
Which is
It's only
why
2 inches in and make a left.
Which is why people need to. So if you get somebody with the Fonzo, you be like,
You're going to definitely have to elaborate.
I mean, with the Gonzo, then you be like, oh, okay, this is working for me. Gonzo, a little to the right,
We definitely need another girl on this show when she's talking like this.
a little to
We'll
the
We'll have one next
to the
week.
right. Yay! I'm excited. So I'm trying to help you out. You the one who be giving us these badass sex stories. I get tired of hearing this shit. You know what I'm saying?
When you batting 1,000, you gonna have some badass sex stories. This is how it is. What name one person that went 100 every night?
But we talking about
even LeBron had some 6-pointers. You know what I'm saying?
We can't talk about LeBron after this year. All right, let's get to the man's.
What did he do?
He just not stepping up, but that's okay.
Yeah, he's looking like trash.
All
right, let's get to the man's point of view of this. Right now, I've actually heard, and we weren't having the conversation. This was actually on Facebook. Like, she didn't have a problem putting it out there.
Wow.
Well, it might have been in a Facebook group. So they were basically asking her what she used to. Like, it was dudes, chicks, like it was that type of discussion. That was the topic of the post. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking through the comments, I'm reading it, I'm laughing, I'm saying a little certain shit. And I can't stand this woman. She's basically, this girl said, I'm used to 11 inches. If a nigga ain't got 11 inches, I don't want him. So I started to think, I'm like, okay. So if you're used to 11 inches, every time you even interact with a nigga, like before y'all even go on a date, you just gonna have to get his shit hard and look at it. He might not satisfy you. You might just say, okay, I'm going back in the house. How many niggas is out here carrying double digits? It's like, how are you satisfying your needs? Like, I never understood that. As a man, I wouldn't say I would feel inadequate because I don't want none of that if you got 11, if all you've had was 11 inches. Let's just say I was 10. Then, okay, I'm feeling like, okay, you are going to be a little bit too hard to please.
But did she say 11? Well, that's girthy.
She didn't say nothing about girth. She just said 11 inches. And I'm like, who are you fucking? And
how was this post, though? Did this post get into... I asked for a reason. I'll tell you the reason why I'm asking. Did she just say 11 inches, period? Like, that's it?
She said 11 inches. It takes 11 inches to satisfy me. Of course, it was a sexual post. It had something to do.
Then let her get them 11 inches. Fuck it. Let her get the 11 inches because obviously the other regular dicks ain't going to work for her anyway.
But
so
did she say...
A nigga could be walking around here with 8 feeling good about himself until he run into your ass.
But so she... And I really would like to ask her. I wish I would have known. I wish I could have... You could have...
It was in the What the Fuck Is That About group.
Oh.
It was a long time ago.
I was about to say, oh, this shit popping up.
Now they popping again.
We back. I'm going right now. I'm in that bitch right now.
It was a while ago, but just for me seeing that just gave me a whole new outlook on women. Because I started thinking like, okay, damn, it's some women out here who only want stallions.
Right.
And if they don't get it, they're not going to be satisfied. So you're going to be working your ass off, and you wondering why this woman is just laying there unsatisfied.
I'm not trying to say a woman doesn't know what she wants with her body, because a man knows what he wants with his body, too. You know what I mean? Like, people know what they want. You know what you desire. I will say, to me, having a conversation, it just can't be like... Having a dick conversation with a female, if we're all in a group, there's more to it. Yeah. It's not just like, because even being younger, I used to hear this shit, and I'm like, bitch, maybe you don't know your body like that. You know what I mean? And we've had conversations with like friends who like have changed up on how they feel. You're young. This is how you feel when you're young, and then when you get older.
One more time. What did you say to her?
What?
What did you say?
What did I say?
He said, bitch, maybe you know your body.
Like, baby, like, you don't know your body. And listen, and I was right, because the bitch switched up, like, I had this, and I'm like, you know what I mean? It's like going to different chicken joints, right? You can say you got a favorite chicken joint, but you ain't been to all them bitches.
Yeah.
And once you get to another one, you be like, shit, I ain't never tried this shit before. It's all about learning new.
Shout out to Go Chicken Go.
Learning new.
I got some little ass wings there.
That's what I'm saying.
The wings, they got no girth.
You gotta get the wings. You gotta get the whole dinner, bro.
I like girthy wings.
This was what y'all killing, baby birds.
I don't fuck with them little wings.
Some goddamn birds they fucking eating no bread out here. That's the fuck wrong with they ass.
They sit up there with the like, fuck you, Ron.
Starving ass birds. Uppity ass. Segregated birds. We don't fuck with them. We don't fuck with this hood shit. We were just out south.
That's what the fuck is wrong with that.
We just came back over here to visit, motherfucker. We about to leave. They gonna leave us some bread.
Hey,
some of that fruit.
Y'all idiots.
It was like we was just out in South KC, chilling by the pond and everything, nigga. We was
South
good.
KC. We out in Grandview. feeding ducks and shit.
We out here. We came out here to visit y'all, see what the fuck going on with y'all. Y'all can't make it all the way out there every day. Come visit back home, and you nigga want to bring some bread?
Ain't no damn duck. That's a fucking swan.
Ain't bring no wine to wash away my sins, mama.
I want swans around my house. That's why I know
when you start telling the story, you was talking about ducks. I was like, Ron got ducks around this motherfucker.
No,
I was saying this nigga ain't no lake, no pond, no nothing.
Hell no. Ain't no goddamn ducks around
I seen
here.
a couple up in here. So I said this nigga must got tired.
I said this nigga must got Dr. Doolittle.
I have seen like a tribe of hey, them motherfuckers be strolling.
They get tired. They be
Out
like,
here?
shit, we got a little way to go.
Hell yeah.
We got a little way
Out
to go.
here?
Bro, I swear to God, like you could go.
Because the Wyandotte County Lake is just up the street.
I'm about to say maybe up a little bit. I seen them like maybe 10 blocks over. I ain't never seen them store all the way down here. I guess they got to get back at a certain time.
I'm looking at parallel top of that shit.
That's because
I ain't sleeping down here, nigga. We gonna have to get down there, do what we gonna do and get back.
Right.
We gonna leave now. I gotta bring this up. I used to bring my rants in the beginning, but I gotta bring one now.
Good,
I gotta
I'm
bring
ready
one.
to start this game.
Okay, I'll hurry up and rant. This week, a policeman stopped a black man in Colorado for picking up trash in his front yard. The whole incident was caught on video. It was just out, I guess, picking up paper or whatever, trash. We know what trash is. It's not something that's uncommon. People don't like trash in their front yard. You go outside, you get the shit up. So a policeman drove by. He stopped, asked him what he was doing, told him to drop. I guess he had, those pokers they be having, like you pick up shit with.
Yeah,
Got like a sharp edge or whatever the fuck. You just pick shit up off the ground with. When you don't want to bend over, you don't want to touch the shit. You put it in a bag. After the person didn't drop it, he immediately called for backup, and there was a 15-minute exchange to where things were heated. The camera guy was in on it, like, look, this is our property. Why the fuck are you here? This is us. Like, this is our shit. Y'all on our property. You got guns pulled on me on this. The thing about that, and I'm one of those people, like, I've been labeled the miserable person by people on social media because things like that make me mad even though it has no immediate connection with me. For you to bring y'all asses into a neighborhood that's not yours, for you to interact with people that are not your neighbors, you have no idea who they are, but to label them because they're picking up trash and black, maybe in a nice yard, nice community, whatever the fuck it may be. The shit pisses me off. When people start to lash out and say, fuck the police, I want to kill cops, all that type of shit, which I don't condone, but I think you motherfuckers should start to understand why people feel that way about you. When a person is in their domain and you intrude on it, there was no call. You're riding through my neighborhood. You're supposed to, on the side of your fucking car, it says to serve and protect. So you're supposed to serve me and protect me. But while I'm at my home with no imminent danger, no criminals, nothing involved that would invite you to just offer your services. Something as simple as picking up trash in my fucking yard, that fucking infuriates me.
What was the reason the police said they were there?
There's an investigation now. The initial police officer who made the fucking stop or stopped in front of somebody else's property, he's on paid administrative leave, of course. So there's an investigation going, but I mean, just to look at the tape, just to look at how it unfolded as far as what social media showed, he just stopped. He saw a black man in his neighborhood picking up his fucking trash and said, nigga, you not supposed to be here. This is Colorado. Why in the fuck are you here? And that's the only thing I can pull out of it. I won't make no excuse for the nigga. He got to be a racist. I almost called you toxic. Stop smelling like goddamn soap. Those type of incidents really piss me off because there's no reason why a man in his own home, of course he paid. I don't give a fuck if the nigga hadn't paid rent in 6 months. You don't know that. That's his shit. You ride the fuck along. No problem here. Incidents like that will continue to infuriate people to infuriate people. People will continue to lash out. Trust for law enforcement will never fucking be where you want it because you guys make it that way.
Trash.
And
Trash.
God damn, I was just mad. That shit just pissed me off like it was my trash. If it was my neighbor, I'd come out and get shot with you. Somebody gonna have to come out and talk shit. I love to talk some shit. Like, an officer of the law don't give a fuck. If you're in the wrong, I want to come talk shit to you.
I should open.
Hopefully you don't shoot me, but I'm coming.
He should open up the bag and say, "Get in." Just get in here.
All of them. Every car that pulled up, drive right in here.
It's hefty, so we're good.
Oh my God.
It stretches.
That shit really pisses me off. I really hope people will keep being vocal. And so let's take care of our fucking communities and take them back.
Hold on. Before you do that, bro, I got to set the scene. Somebody just died. We at their funeral.
I'm not laughing.
I'm trying so hard.
Hold on. You got to pick it up because I'm going to tell you to press play. We at the funeral, right? They like dim the lights. They just want the focus to be on the casket.
Okay.
You're sitting there, complete darkness. And then you hear this. Tell me that funeral was not about to be lit, nigga. Who's coming out, bro? Like who's coming out of the casket, man? It's not even your cousin no more.
Wait a minute. Who funeral? All this? Oh, shit! Who the fuck?
Right, they tricked us, bro.
Jaheim!
Nigga, this shit about to be lit. Everybody was just crying.
You forgot about your cousin. This Jaheim funeral, bitch!
Nigga.
Your cousin's gonna be like, fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
This is the shit, nigga.
That would be a funny skit, though.
Part 2 on who's gonna get their ass whooped today.
I lost last round.
You did.
Bet money I don't lose this round.
Got some questions
Bet you
for you.
75 cents.
And you know, I didn't even try to make this too hard, so
Let's go.
Make it rough.
with a lot of girth.
Make it girthy.
With the girth. Okay.
Ask us some girthy questions.
You go get this girth. Name something that might physically happen to your body when you're scared.
Freeze up.
Hair goes up. Sweat.
Pass out.
Underneath your
Sweat is
arms.
number 2. Sweat is number 2.
You freeze up, you pass
Throw
out,
up,
you die.
Boo boo. Pee.
You run.
Your hair come up off your goosebumps.
Number 1.
Thank you. Let's go.
I'm making this
I almost
easy.
wrote the score with the black and brown.
I'm making this easy. Who said this look like? Besides jelly, what else goes
Toast.
well with? I have to answer. I have to finish.
Peanut butter.
Besides jelly, what else goes well with peanut butter?
Jam. Butter.
Besides jelly.
Peanut butter. What goes?
Oh, you said jam. That was number 7.
Bananas.
What?
Besides jelly,
Preserves.
what else goes well with?
Apples.
Oh, shit.
Apples. Bread.
Jello.
Bread is number 2.
Apples number 1.
No, it is not.
Mayonnaise.
Okay,
Barbecue sauce.
I'm gonna say this. Think white. Think white. Besides jelly, what else goes well with
Lettuce.
peanut butter?
Too white.
Lettuce. Ham. Bacon.
It is a spread.
Salad. Lasagna.
It's a fucking spread.
Oh, shit.
What
Wait a
the
minute.
fuck-
Wait a minute.
Vegetables. Vegetable trays.
You know what a spread is.
No,
right?
No, I don't know what a spread is.
something
Can't
that
think
you
of it,
put
goddamn.
Bread on bread.
I can't believe it's not butter.
Y'all are so close though.
Just say it, because now it's just.
What's that marshmallow
Okay,
spread? The white shit.
We gonna keep going. It was
Hold
honey.
up.
It was honey.
I wouldn't have got
I
that.
never got fucking honey. I didn't know honey was a spread.
I'm about to say Nutella.
Okay. Like it was 3. Chocolate was 3. Okay, so next, name an act of high school rebellion that you can't imagine a kindergartner doing.
Skipping school.
That is number 4.
Having sex.
That is nowhere.
Smoking
on
weed.
Smoking is.
Oh, my God.
Go! Super Saiyan.
Come on, what are you doing?
Man, stop yelling. No, I'm just bullshit.
Name,
I'm just bullshit. You can be excited.
name an ingredient some people would say makes all
Kool-Aid.
the food taste better.
Salt.
Season salt.
Let's go!
Salt. No seasoning.
Regular salt. You know white people don't use no goddamn
Hey,
seasoned
They
salt.
know where salt, pepper, sugar, butter, garlic, ketchup.
I'm not about to get shut out. 3-0.
What? Ooh, 0? Okay.
Y'all
Y'all gotta let me answer the question.
I need some Nutella.
Put it on that spread. Get that bread from outside.
Shit can be hot.
Okay. Y'all
Put a little honey on that girth, get the girthing up. It brings out the girth.
You got that sweet girth. Okay. What do some women say about men as a reason for why they can't get dates?
Too fat.
No.
What?
Too aggressive.
What do some women say about men as a reason for
Stinky,
why the
ugly.
women can't get dates?
Why women can't get dates?
Right.
Too mean.
Too tall.
I think y'all thinking about this too much.
Oh.
Something a woman would say why she can't find a good man.
Loud, short, wide.
He taken. He got a wife.
I'll give you that one. The good ones are taken.
Thank you. Let's go. Let's go.
I would have thought you would have. I thought you would have named that whole list.
I thought it had something to do with physical, the physical appearance.
Mustache. You got a mustache?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like 5 shorts, wide, sloppy.
Toenails too long.
Name a professional you may come in contact with but should never flirt with.
Police.
Wrestler.
Number one.
Can
Cop.
I get one?
Number one is a cop.
Nigga said wrestler.
I thought about professional sports.
Okay. Name something kids start to care more about once they're teenagers.
Love. Their face.
Dating.
Acne.
Video games. Jobs.
Sex.
Working.
Bitches. They acne. They body odor. They health.
Okay.
You got it.
Well, it says looks. He said face.
Come on, that's it.
So what do you think? What's your
He know what the face mean.
Okay.
We ain't talking about
That
giving
mean
head.
looks, but that is the right answer.
That is. Okay. Did he get 5?
You got 5. That nigga said, what
Oh
does
my
face
gosh,
mean?
that was quick.
5-1. I told you, bet money I was on. I was on my A game.
I like this asking questions.
Well, we'll break the
My
goddamn
game.
tie next week.
Oh, it was a tie?
Because he won the first one. You won the second one.
I thought,
So
I
next
thought the
week-
last one was the only one that counted. I thought the first was a warm up.
Ain't that a bitch? Now all of a sudden, it's the only one that count.
All right, so next week,
Hey.
we'll see who breaks it. No, well, actually, because what happens if you win one and then he wins one? So then y'all just a battle to the finish.
Y'all
Y'all gonna have to,
we'll talk when that time comes.
y'all gonna have to settle it through rock, paper, scissors.
Oh,
Yeah, we're going to have to keep it interesting. Oh, yeah. Now, that's a hilarious word. That's almost as funny as Girth. Fisticuffs. Ain't that a bitch? Hey, y'all, it's been a fun show. I have been Oprah Winfrey.
This is your boy Tyler Perry.
Are we changing?
Nah, I just like saying that shit loud.
You just like
I don't know why. Even if
I
it's
was
a female
Steve
name.
Harvey.
Yeah,
I
you was.
okay.
you Steve Harvey and you were
Who was I to begin with?
You was Monique.
I
you
was.
was Dr.
I was Jussie Smollett.
you was Dr. Phil.
Bitch. I should be Dr. Phil. I really should. Hey, y'all, the next show, we will have a young lady. I won't announce her name yet. Y'all going to learn all about what it takes to fucking do a podcast. What do you need to do a podcast? What type of equipment do you need to do a podcast? What type of people should you have in your house? Should they smell good or should they stink? Anything. Just every question you might have. Should they be mean like Bianca? Should they be light-skinned like Cortez?
Bianca is not mean. Bianca is just honest. And people don't like honesty.
People love honesty.
No, they
just
won't.
not from your ass, like
No,
you
they
told me one day.
Yo, follow us.
Everybody needs to hear. They just don't need to hear from your ass.
The delivery is just
Follow me
horrible.
on all social media
Listen
at
to this
Cortez
nigga.
Carter
This nigga-
Comedy.
Cortez got his page, his funny page set up, so now
Yeah,
he's trying to throw
yeah.
that shit with everybody.
Hey, it's just like
Plug
my
it.
mixtape. Hey, go get that. Go to at,
Go cop that.
Cortez Carter Comedy. Go there. That's where I'm doing most of my comedy at now. My other page has been shut down. You know, through some circumstances unforeseen.
They want to know about them circumstances more than your damn page talking about. So go back to what you said before.
Go to the page. I'll tell you about the circumstances.
They gonna be like, we only here for the
Hell
circumstances.
yeah, nigga. Once I see that, I'm out.
I ain't liking shit.
Is a 30-part series.
love some circumstances.
Over 30 months. So make sure y'all pay
About
attention to that.
subscribe. He gonna put out a 15-second clip
On
every
all
day.
social media platforms.
Tell y'all one circumstance every day.
Yo, tell
Come on
OG
and follow.
Ron. Tell OG Ron to follow my page and share it.
I'll be over there.
He got 100,000 more followers than I do.
This was the I'll be over there like you about to go, like you gotta get in the car and go see. So I'm on my way. Just give me 10 minutes.
This nigga like, I'm on Leavenworth Road, nigga. Be over there on State in the second.
I told you I'm close for real. I am. I had to stop and get some gas.
Hey, we're going to find out what goes on with all these crazy things we've been hearing about the last couple of weeks. Will Jussie Smollett be locked up? Will R. Kelly fucking get killed in jail? Will he commit suicide? Will he wrap a sock around his head? I don't fucking know what's going to happen, but y'all can find out. Same bad station, same bad time.
Damn.
Yay.
Well, no, it's a different time this week. But y'all going to find out. We out.